Right, I've gone live. See, Ashwin isn't even in the fucking right channel. Shocking.
He's not a signed player. He's hoping to wet his chops in the game.
My chops are very wet.
Willow underscore Hobbs
Awards
Justin
is
subbed
next
for 12
week.
months. Flax Goose.
Sorry, just had a message in at the last second. Who is Oogbrain? I don't know. Who's asking? Was that someone in the Winter Mute version 8.19? Willingham, Oogbrain. Those are three new names. Physique Magnifique. I don't know any of those four lads. Maybe they'll get into the next game. I will say the one issue that the picking has is that Willingham is ancient.
I recognise that fucking picture, to be honest.
It might be a fairly common meme.
It might be actually. What was someone used to be around this community ages ago had that photo.
Oh really?
On my friends list, yeah. Oh, he's on my friends list already. So this is the same person I'm thinking of.
And what rank is he?
I don't remember if he was good or not. I mean, I feel like he was not bad. I wouldn't want to.
Fair enough. So I'm looking at this stack: Greg, Hoz, Frogo, Bean, and then Based Ronald.
Petri Penguin just
That's
resubbed for
Cop
50
Is that
Monster,
Cos?
the legend, yeah.
Okay.
Because he does look like Ronald McDonald. So.
Flieris has him on his friends list as well.
Yeah. I can't remember. So he would have been a Dota Noobs TeamSpeak person, I think.
Yeah, must have been back then, eh?
God, I can't remember what his fucking name was. It'll come back to me. Apologies. Alrighty. Verified booting up.
Careful, Zell. Dota 2, the video game. Check your drivers versus Orchestra rejects. It's Nutkin versus Flute. In a captain off of all captain offs, Flute has to be one of the most frustrating lads that I think I played Dota with recently. Because I remember a time, he's like a striker who used to be good for at least 10 goals a season, and now he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with a fucking blunderbuss. And you think, come on!
He used to be a Witch Doctor main, didn't he?
But he used to just be morning stacks. It would like we'd get Flute in. It would be like a free dub. But no more.
I will say, right now, it does seem like Check Your Drivers has a significantly better team.
You reckon?
Player-wise. Maybe I'm underrating Ludovicus and Rocket Man.
I mean, Action Dan, the lads rate highly, but Action Dan's performances of late have not been of the quality that I would demand.
But like Reg, last time we saw Reg, he destroyed people on co-op.
Yeah.
Jake is pretty bloody good.
By
And
in-house
LVC,
standards, agreed.
If he gets one of his heroes,
Yogg's castrated with
It's very good as well.
107
You're right,
viewers.
this could be tough. Welcome, Yogg's Raiders.
so it'll be on Flutedude to out-strategize and out-think.
this is the man for whom E-Blade Wraith King was a thing. So I am intrigued to see what his mighty brain might concoct.
At PFlax, can you ask Plague what happened to Greg Pudge?
You saw the message then.
Lots.
We had a couple of roughies. Plague, allow me as your advocate to step in
Of
here for a
course.
moment because I don't want you to
Of
indict
course.
yourself in any way. No incrimination here. We had a couple of rough games this afternoon where Greg went instant Butcher of Blaviken both times, and I would say the best thing that happened over those two games was that he got hooked over for dinner, as on the MVP screen. That was the highlight. It was.
But I can't be mad at him because he's had a hard day at the hospital, unironically, and he just wanted to play a bit of Pudge, and I'm like, you know what? I respect it.
Greg has fallen into the trap which is easy because I play a lot of Pudge, and it is fun. When you hook someone, it's like when you play those claw games and you get the toy, and you think, oh my god, this is so hype, I got the toy. And then when you hold it in your hand, you realise, this isn't what I hoped it would be. And that's the same with every Pudge hook. There are very few Pudge hooks where you think, this is exactly what we wanted. It's just fun to land one.
To be fair, Munt's Pudge, was it last night or maybe the night before, was not on up to standard. I would say that.
It was a shocker.
He
will say that it was, he had a good game, but Munt is, of course, as usual, the problem.
He would never admit it. What?
I got a rampage though. I came out of that morning game pretty happy with that.
Let the goons
They were
entertain
very
the
hard
masses.
games. Very hard games this
Yeah,
morning.
they were. It was a genuinely dysfunctional stack because one of our core players.
We had
POS 4 Pudge.
3 carry players essentially.
Luke cannot play anything except POS 1. I'm not going to play anything except POS 1 because I'm cavern crawling, and so it's kind of
POS 1
screwed.
players actually.
Yeah,
That's not ideal.
We
it was
had
really rough.
we had Eagle,
Yeah.
Greg, Plague, me, and Luke. So I'm the only support
Has
player.
in the stack is Has can really play anywhere. Apart from mid, POS 1, POS 3, and POS 5.
How's his POS 2 though? I see that wasn't mentioned. Do you think he's a competent mid player then?
No, he said
no,
not mid.
Oh no, he said mid. Oh, wonderful.
I'm still deciding on POS 4.
10 seconds remaining.
So right off the bat they picked Veno, so check your drivers is losing straight away, unless they lock in Tree in this next phase, which we know is unbeatable.
Yeah, Veno and Tree and Shadow Shaman. This is like Ted's fucking wet dream.
These are all good heroes.
10 seconds remaining.
The Veno we played against
they're the sort
today.
of heroes that like someone ends up with in Underlords when they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they just
they
end up
got
with like a random 3-star
Yeah.
Veno and like
level 2 Shadow Shaman, level 2 Slardar, and level 3 Veno, and they're losing and I don't get it. That's
Tango though, for Action Dan is pretty good.
Tango for Action Down, and they got the dock and the Snapfire.
Yeah.
This is a solid drop.
I'm saying this is Flute Snap. This is Snap Dude.
But Flute Dock.
Flute
is
Fire.
insane.
Yeah.
10 seconds
But
remaining.
I could see that going to Alfredo. Although I think I've seen him play Snap as well. But Flute has been playing Snap a bit, so I think he's going to be wanting to play it.
Radiant team pick.
Oh my
Yeah.
days. The lads love to pick PL.
I don't know how Orchestra Rejects are going to lose this, but I feel like they are.
I guess it's I don't know if it's Ludovicus or Rocketman PL. I've been playing horribly late, so I'm not going to be flaming the lads this evening.
Oh, you absolutely will be.
Seconds remaining.
Yeah, give it
Guarantee that.
a glass of cider in a few minutes.
Yeah,
We'll be,
maybe. We'll see.
We'll be back to standard form.
I had a good spell where I was like crushing games and playing well, and then it just all went. I've lost my last 7 games.
Well, let's have a look.
Really?
Let's have a look at these
6
games.
games.
Then.
So my Timbersaw game, I fucking dominated in that
Maybe
game.
you're playing Timbersaw.
Yeah, but it was just like you would expect me to fuck that up. My Grimstroke game was a tough game. I was like, look, we have Miles, Plague, Munt, me, and Ashwin. So I'm the shitter in that stack. I did all right. That was a tough bloody
That
game.
Abaddon game was yeah, we just threw that one.
The Abaddon was a massive throw. I did everything I could.
You did good stuff. I think
But look
that
at all
was
these
fun.
losses. But if you go back more,
Munt's
there
fault.
was a good
Ursh's
period where
game.
things were just really good. Winning
Ursh's game,
games.
I was the problem.
I don't know if that's true.
Sand King game.
I was 1-11, dude. How are you the problem?
What
I think
hero
our
are you
lane
playing,
was
Ashwin?
problematic.
Our lane was bad. I did pick this as a 4, and then you picked Tusk, and
Oh,
I thought.
wow.
This
Oh
doesn't...
yes, no, that's. I think
Holy moly!
What?
Look at, have you seen? Do you remember Where Bananas Hoodwink set?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
the-
It's very cool. It's the battle pass one, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's ridiculous.
it's good, eh?
5 seconds remaining.
You can now be the very advanced furry that you've always dreamed of
Yeah,
being.
no, I'm sign me up. There was also an Asman in that game, so furries unite, and a Monkey King.
You know, I was actually dreaming about Dota items last night.
I thought that was going a very different way.
I
was dreaming of furries again last
I
night.
actually did,
What
though.
does it mean?
I dreamt
What does
about.
it mean?
I woke up this morning and when I loaded up, I had a unique Dota item, and everybody was like, "Holy shit, that is so cool!" And it was like the most amazing Dota skin. Everybody was just like blown away how cool it was. And then I woke up and I was like, "That was a dream.
That's a damn shame."
That was a dream." Because I know when I woke up, I thought I am selling that shit right away.
You could sell some of your TI ones, though. You got a Shadow Shaman, didn't you? So
I've got
you
a whole
sell
bunch,
that.
yeah.
Basically, it was just mirroring the Rust RP. You were dreaming that something good happened to you in Dota 2.
Yeah.
And you wake up to the
I
reality.
think itself just wants to get an NFT.
Yeah, you're right. You're actually an NFT
you
owner
just want an NFT.
on the
Go
slide.
get yourself one.
Well, the difference would be that I would actually own something that has some value rather than just a fucking picture of a monkey or whatever.
Wow.
Wow, goddamn.
I mean, as long as Dota is alive, those skins will have value. And I don't see this game going away because I still play it. There's no alternative.
Yeah. All of us are going to have to die before this game dies.
That's the weird thing. I think that this game is still going to be played in a decade's time. I'll still be playing it. 20,000 hours in Dota.
It's going to be like what me, Greg, and Munt have been doing with Skyrim multiplayer. To like access the Dota servers, you have to install 3 different mods, backdate your Steam versions.
Yes. Yeah, but if Valve finally does pull the plug, although they made more money at this TI than they did in any of the others, right? So.
Well, they also made 150 million off of Dragon's Blood, is what I heard, because Netflix paid them for the opportunity to make that show.
There's no way they paid that much. There's no way. 150 million.
This is what I heard from quite a good source. That I don't know if Netflix paid 150 million, but quite a good source said 150 million is what Valve paid.
Why? First of all, how would they make that much money off Dragon's Blood? Unless a part of that was folding in the Night Davian set. That made them a lot of money, I'm sure.
That's possibly
Dragon's
actually.
Blood, I don't know how many people watched it, but even if something crazy like 100,000 people watched it, that's still quite a lot per person.
I will be honest with you. Even if 1 million people watched it, 150 million quid, and that's before the production costs. No way, no fucking way. That's out of someone's ass.
Quite possibly, but it's someone I normally trust on these kind of things.
I wonder how much they paid for Arcane. Is that?
Well, Arcane was made. Oh, I don't know actually.
Arcane is a Netflix paid for show.
So the Irishman cost 160 million, and that won an Oscar. So I very much doubt that they spent 150 million on fucking Dragon's Blood. There's just no way. That would be insane. If that is the case, it is the biggest spunk of money in Netflix history.
I thought it was going to be better than it was.
Prepare for battle.
Bloody, there's season 2 on the way though. Maybe it picks up.
Do you know? I am looking forward to it, but I think it's just after seeing Arcane,
Yeah.
it could have been a lot better, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad show. I think it's gotten like 80%, 70% ratings or whatever. That's not too bad. Better than most of the garbage that's on Netflix. But
What's that? Arcane? Dragon's Blood. Yeah, that's definitely worth 150 million quid. Absolute gibberish. 15 million, I could believe that they paid 15 million for the rights. I could even believe that they paid 30 million for the rights somehow. But the idea that they paid 150 that's fucking insane. There is no fucking way that they are that stupid. If the whole thing cost that much to make, I'd be astounded. Given that you had to hire Robert De Niro and a host of other actors, as well as one of the all-time great directors, for a show that cost 160 million and won an Oscar, and was clearly a piece of event television. Like, it's not even like it's like if you were a Netflix executive and you looked and they said, you should buy the rights to Dota, it's going to cost you 150 million. They say, wow, this must be one of the most popular games of all time. Not really. It's like, widely played, but player base is under 1 million stable. Just no way.
I think you're right that it was conflating two stats of how much they paid for it and how much they made off of Night Davian and things like that.
It must be something like that. Like, I can imagine the Night Davian set made a lot of money. But even then, I can't imagine that it made more than 50 million. And that's a very, very, very deep reach amount of money to make off that. Given that the entire Battle Pass at TI makes them, what? Let me think what it was most recently. The prize pool was 40 million, right? So they made... the whole thing took 120 profit for them off their biggest event of the year. Anyway, let's get back to the game. You'll have to let me know who told you that, because it sounds like absolute bollocks.
Maledict versus Poison Sting level 1. What a useless spell, Poison Sting level 1.
What? Yeah, I don't understand. I played one of those the other week, but this is what it recommends you. It says you take Poison Sting. I do not know. I do not know. So for 6 seconds, it does 6 damage per second. And given that his base regen is like 4, that's essentially 2 damage per second. If you stand under the tower, it's 0. So what is the point? It's just madness. But Myers is a goober, and the lads don't like to learn or think. I take it back. I'm going to be very mean to them this week. All I'm saying is, if Myers had his Q, that and Slardar could be a kill on someone.
Yeah. But they don't. And that is life. He'll get a next level, I'm sure. He's not going to go E. Surely not. Oh, he's just been magic. Look at this. He just has a run.
Oh, dear.
It's so pathetic.
Flute is getting clicked by Sir Reg. He is very low. Action down blocking.
Good body box there.
Oh, another zap. Did Flute just salve? Oh, I don't want to say he did, but he might have salved.
It's possible.
And it might have been cancelled by Nutkin. Oh!
They're so low.
They're having to use everything just to save themselves. Look how low they are. Go, Nutkin, yes!
Oh.
Cancel that salve! Oh, the lads.
The fear.
The fear of being struck by the enemy in this game is so real for the lads. They're like, oh, I thought I might die, so they run away. It's all the time, Plague.
I still think the most criminal play I've seen from the lads in a long time was Schmupster on his position 5 Brewmaster. In the final death throes of a game, I bought back, TP'd in, desperately fought to turn it round, and he ran away with his Glimmer up and left me to die.
I remember it. I remember it.
It was so bad.
That is why I always say to the lads, if your carry is fighting, or your mid is fighting, you fucking stand and fight. Because they don't have time to say to you, oh, are you ready to fight here, lads? You've got this much HP, use this item, use this spell, just fucking take it as read. If the lads are fighting, you should be fighting too. That's what I always do. If you lads are fighting, I try and be fighting. Like, I trust the better player's instincts.
Though, of course, if you're playing with Munt, you need to be careful with that.
The power play.
If you get bongoed, that's obviously your he died.
That was hilarious. You were in that game, Ashwin, right? Well, he's muted.
I don't know if Ashwin was. I definitely.
Well, for anyone that wasn't there, Munt was... Oh, what hero was he? He was Morph. He was over here fighting the enemy after saying, "Will we fight?" And it's like, if someone says, if my carry says to me, "Can we fight?" I take that to mean, come and fight. I don't take that to be a debate. I take that to be, can we fight? And the Morph is walking towards him. I'm going to go with him and fight. Morph goes over there. Hoz comes over. He's actually the carry. Morph was the mid. This is a dead Myers. Big last tick. Oh, no, he's all right. Oh, they obviously hadn't done much damage to him. So Haz comes over and Munt confidently exclaims, "You got me killed there, Hoz," because the bongoed off him. Like, it could have been a creep, it could have been anybody. It was incredible. Cheers, Hoz, you got me killed there, mate. Very confident. I think he was cavern crawling with the Morph anyway.
Yeah, he was, and I think he's immediately not playing Morph anymore. I did the honourable thing. When I got Morph, I went into fucking Turbo and got that shit done. I didn't waste your lad's time. He also did an SF carry, didn't he? I think no, you lost that game as well.
We did, yeah.
That was another one that I had to Turbo, out of respect for the boys.
I mean, he said...
no respect.
I mean, to be fair, it has been a thing that people have been doing. Like, I get the logic.
Oh, yeah.
Like, this is a thing people have been doing, and it might, it might be good. and he tried it out. But I mean, for me, his build was the problem because he went. Let me think. He had a BKB, and he had, what else did he have? A Satanic. So he just had no attack speed. And he was like, we don't have any damage. And I'm thinking, yeah, I think part of the reason is that you've built, because he had to, very defensively. But in a way, I think one of the things that makes a carry, you think about PA has evasion and she can jump away. PL can do his thing where he turns into many different PLs, that thing that he just did there. Phantom, whatever it's called. Doppelganger. So they have some kind of escape or way out. Sven is just very beefy and, you know, goes in there, and with his strength you dare not fight him. Lifestealer can rage. These are things that carries have. Medusa presses R and you can't look at her. SF doesn't have those things.
Yeah.
And then once the enemy gets BKB, even his ult isn't very scary. Which is what happened, is like, he would right-click, do the ult, and they just didn't give a shit.
I think from memory, Month didn't end up getting the shard or something like that, and the whole point of the build is to have the shard, because what it does is when you activate your E, you use one of the souls you have stored,
right?
But it does a crit on a guaranteed crit on your attack,
right?
So you use that in teamfights to just slaughter people. I don't think you had it, which
right.
kind of cunts your ability to.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I mean, I've played against that right-click SF, and it is genuinely terrifying.
Yeah.
I think the build was a problem. Bussy Nutkin drawing first blood by killing Flute. With a rogue right-click, I think, was flying towards him. But Ludovicus is able to get some work done here. Clinks is behind the tower killing Rocket Man here. Not really the lad they were after. There's a free courier kill for LDC if he spots it. No, lad's just not looking. Okay, never mind. Just missed it. How's Alfredo on PL? I've never seen Alfredo PL, but
pretty well.
He's leading the way in farm. Yeah.
Look at this poor bastard down at the bottom there, less than 20 CS, compared to PL's what, 37.
I mean, this should be a tough lane, but at the same time, this is the issue I think that I have with Shadow Shaman is I like him as a hero, but I think as a 5, he doesn't have enough harass in lane. His Ether Shock does a lot of damage, but it also costs a lot of mana, and you kind of need mana boots to be able to spam your spells. If you go if you go for basic Shadow Shaman stuff, you don't get to make the most of your hero, which is like the snakes with Ags, shackling someone from a mile away with Ether Lens. Like, I think he's a 4 at least. I played him as a mid the other day and we won very quickly, but that was against goons. But I think as a 5, I think he's somewhat lacking. If you think about Witch Doctor, he doesn't really need much. Bongo Maledict is enough to help you secure a lane. As it has helped against this lane top.
No, Rocket Man. He's just placed that ward next to the sentry. Truly the saddest thing to do as a support. Look at Myers wiggling in with his fucking disgusting Vene. Alright.
Oh, denied! I hate that. I hate the ward denied. It's the worst feeling when you've bought a sentry, you think, oh, it's going to be like 200 gold. You don't get any of it.
Yeah, well, fuck supports. No one likes them anyway.
No, right, fuck you. I don't think Reg can get a kill here. He really, I don't know what his support is doing, but I think Nutkin just needs to, see, this is it. He's saving up for mana boots, so he doesn't want to buy anything. I guarantee you that's what this is.
Yeah, he's just bought a wand, but he's not ferrying out.
There is a salve coming out, I think, for Reg. But this is like bog standard from the lads. It's like, I'm only 150 away. Sometimes you got to bite the bullet, and for the sake of the lane and to secure kills and to help your carry, you just got to buy support shit. Buy fucking, buy some regen for yourself. Buy some regen for your carry.
You played well, and now you're just missing free CS for no reason, buddy. Come on now.
Why is good fuck with Rocket Man here? I think he's just dead.
Oh,
too late. Or
oh!
If he wanded before doing that, there's a chance.
Or did anything else but that.
Was it the old straight TP?
It was the old straight TP.
It was like this, the TP, like on the second where he would have died from the dots if he had TP'd, and he passed that.
It was poorly timed.
It's like he waited to do the TP at the exact point where he would have died.
Now he's got to walk back to lane.
Yeah.
And he's level 4. That is a sad walk.
Shame.
Nearly Yasha here on Alfredo. He's going for that first. Oh, they get a kill bot.
Well, he's playing against the Spawn on Swanberg. Action Dan trying his best to take a ruckus. They did kill the Nutkin.
Did Reg use his ult? He did.
Yeah, he did. He tried for the kill on Flute.
They could get Sven here. They got Goop. Yeah, Flute could just Goop.
Here comes the goop.
Miss,
Very poor.
Miss.
Oh,
Hit.
now.
Yeah, boys! Nutkin has now
What a
returned to the
double.
lane, as has Myers. They're going to go on Flute here.
Fucking dead.
He's
Oh,
going to
no.
go for the TP out.
There
Doesn't
we
have
go.
it! It used both the stuns!
Flute is a professional level gamer. Do you reckon
Gosh.
volleyballing has honed his Dota skills?
I'd like to think so in some way.
It's like, you know, he can equate certain aspects of Dota to his volleyball.
Do you think he says that? Guys, I
Like
do this
meeting
play in
guys,
volleyball all the
spiking-
time.
spiking a ball or something like that.
Oh,
Sounds like a really shit movie line, doesn't it?
the bongo
I
into
It's very,
single right
very
clicks.
anime.
I
It's
did this.
very anime.
I did
It's
this.
like a flashback starts. But I did this when I was playing volleyball all the time.
Wait.
And suddenly, all the guzzers that were missing, suddenly they start slamming into Sven. I can see it now. God, what a terrible show that'd be. That's Dragon Blood Season 2 guaranteed.
Okay.
Myers V dead. The Shaman Shackle animation with the tongue is amazing. I am a big fan. Whoa!
Dire's top tower.
I like when you say "whoa" because I know what that is you've just lost control of your camera for a second, and it makes me laugh every time.
That's exactly what happened. It was all over the place. Like it's almost like I'm reacting as if it's not something that I'm doing. Whoa! What's going on? Well, you fucking beansed it, mate. Is what's going on.
Tower has fallen.
Gakeus coming
What?
bot. It doesn't have blink. I'll be intrigued to see how this turns into anything.
I don't think it does. I mean, he's done a good thing taking top tower. What should happen is Reg just TP's top now.
They should see this ward and just back. Here they go.
They're done. They're out of there. Rocket Man a little bit AFK.
He's lingering for a chance to kill.
He loves a linger up.
Ability.
Look at
Go
this.
Rocket
Snapfire
Man.
ult is
Go
up
Rocket
again.
Man.
Boom, boom,
They've
boom.
got everyone down here now.
5v4. This is pretty intense.
They're going on Jake, who is
Jake
getting
is dead.
bongoed to fuck.
Oh, Rocket Man is in trouble.
Got his shield down though. I think he's in trouble here.
In comes LDC. Doing some deeps. Reg has popped his ult. Flute might be dead to that. He is.
Dead? Oh my god, they're all dead.
That's 3 for 3.
That's what happens when you have 5v4 and
That's
SAPL.
a 5, a 4, and a 3 for a 2, a 3, and a 5.
Up. Alfredo just not with it.
Not interested in helping his
Not even
temp.
taking a tower. I think he was just farming away.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Shame.
I'd have made the same play.
You would.
Yes, you would.
He's wrong. Just like him.
And I've been losing a lot of games with you lately.
What is my record recently? I feel like I lost. I feel like the most 2 recent losses are weighing on my mind. It's definitely more losses than wins. at
Not the
moment,
2
I'm sure.
most not the ones from this morning with the
This
lads.
morning.
No,
fucking-
don't let them weigh on your mind. They were what they were. There's no.
Oh. It was the PA game because we were so close to making that comeback.
Yeah.
And there was that fight in the jungle, and I legitimately lost track of my hero. Didn't realize I was taking so much damage and just died without pressing.
Was it a
BKB
bit of
in the
a
game.
whoa moment?
It was a whoa moment. I was like, "What's?" I think I said out loud, "I've been bashed," which was me embarrassed that I just hadn't noticed.
Oh.
I don't think I'd even been bashed. I just lost track of where my hero was.
Hey, it happened to Anna and he won 2 TIs, so
Exactly.
Yep.
it's easily
this is-
done. Look at Rocket Man just not getting any XP or doing anything. Go and get some XP, brother.
He's still level 5 for 15 minutes. It's truly.
This is the lads. They want to help out by not being anywhere near anything. It drives me up the cocking wall, so it does. Look, he's still not in XP range. What is he doing?
Alfredo in a little bit of danger here. Oh, the sprint away. Very nice.
So he made a terrible play into a really good play there. He didn't. He got caught because he didn't purge the Veno Q. which meant Jake could catch up with him. He had like 30
What
seconds
is
to
this
purge it.
4-man rotation into the jungle?
I don't know, but I
They
would
had
love to see Rocket
DD rune on
Man.
Clinks, so they wanted to make a play with it.
I'd love to see Rocket Man get some XP
Yeah,
here.
it'd like run out by the time things got
Yeah.
top because he keeps spending too much time fanning about.
Should have just hit mid tower, really.
And the tower bot's dead for it.
Good shit, Flute. Well played. Good
advantage.
fucking CS steal.
Blast.
Trouble maybe for the TA? No, they got such.
Until Gakeus gets Blink, it's going to be very hard. He's got it in 20 gold. Less. Egg says kill. Who's Egg?
I don't know.
Radiant's bottom tower.
It's my brain.
Alright.
Egg kill.
I've been saying for a while, we need to have some etiquette lessons on at here pinging in Discord, but we need to have some etiquette lessons on watching the fucking in-house as well. Don't. Especially if you're a fucking who the fuck are you? Don't speak up.
Who was it?
I don't know. Who the fuck is
Dire's
Egg?
middle tower has fallen.
I
I
can't.
don't see him. Oh, I see Egg kill.
Yeah. That's what I mean. The fucking it was like a week ago now, but just the most objectively criminal thing I've ever seen was someone at hearing for a stack asking for like 4 people, and in less than a minute at hearing again for the stack with 4 people or something, like, or 3 people. It was, oh, I almost threw up seeing it.
I can't type all.
I think if you shift enter, does not work for you.
Oh yeah. Shah claiming that someone should be tread switching while farming. I played with you, Shah. Remember this. Hate to come back to this point again and again, but a lot of people talking a lot of shit like they're good.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I mean, what was that? Who was it that messaged Riley loads in the middle of a game?
That was mine.
That was fun.
That was fucking disgraceful.
And he was deservedly shit on for.
It was exceptionally funny. Just hearing Cock slowly melt down. I've been Steam messaged.
My computer is lagging
He
out
was sending him a GIF or something.
over and over again.
Yeah.
Is under attack.
Sure, you may roll tread switch, but that doesn't mean you're a good player. I think there's a lot more to it than just fucking tread switching.
They're certified.
It's definitely not worth a head in hands, that's for sure.
Oh damn!
Oh, hello.
Oh, it misses.
Oh no.
It's a bad
Rocket
maledict.
Man. God bless him. And oh, here comes the goop from Flute.
Flute goop!
Miss. Awesome hits.
Oh,
Woo!
snakes are down. Rocket Man in
Oh,
trouble.
the damage.
Oh, no hit.
What is he?
You're gonna die anyway, fight!
Why is PL not hit again?
It's down here, mate. Helping to push 14 damage on a tier 2.
God, like if there are people are diving tower, it's not that complicated.
I'm also deeply ashamed of everything Action Dan did in that fight. He had 3 opportunities where he had the mana to Rolling Thunder and didn't cast it, and instead cast spells that got him killed.
Tower is under attack.
Double damage.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Well, he's gonna revenge himself upon Myers, which we can all appreciate.
Now that is a victory for everyone.
No one's
Well done.
unhappy right now.
Wasn't Action Dan that
Mars'
bad
own
Mars
parents
from
are
last
cheering.
week? Yeah, people overrate the value. You have a good week in Dotes, and all of a sudden, oh, I said, no, he's one of the better lads. He's good. Because the thing is, I don't think I could ever find a game where I've been like, Frogo dominated this game. Do you know what I mean? So the fact is, the lads know that if it's even in your arsenal that you have a good game, you're a goodie. And alright, you might not this week, and you might not next week, you might not ever again, but it's possible. And for some of the goons, it is not possible. Therefore, you are
That's why
a
Hellboy's
gooder.
considered a good player.
Right. A horribly
Being
loosey
a
record.
massive thrower.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Well, same with NC Felix, right? NC Felix is considered a good player, and he is.
Yeah, because he
The
had
worst
won
thrower
the
of all.
TA game a year and a half ago. Like, that's it.
He gets 15 kills in 15 minutes,
sure
and then
Woken
15
is
deaths in
considered a
15
good
minutes
player
after
'cause
that.
He just happened to cast his Cataclysm twice, no chrono. Like,
Yeah.
Woken didn't even do anything impressive. He just cast Cataclysm twice. but now everyone thinks like, oh man, Woken, he's pretty hot in the mid lane.
Poor old Rocket Man. He's level 7. God bless him. Licky licky!
Actor down in trouble. The Bosch. And the Goop.
Disaster.
Yep.
Absolute disaster.
Kinda
Like,
needed-
How Flute is fucking lead.
This is looking very bad for Dyer.
Well, they just can't fight at all.
Well, Alfredo hasn't been
Oh.
fighting, but he could have been. Oh, that's a
that's
great
good.
stun.
That's superb.
That was
That-
That
excellent.
is MVP.
That might have won them this fight. The Rocket Man ult is well
Oh,
doing
no,
some
LDC
business.
is too strong. LDC is too strong.
LDC did just kill their mid.
Flute is such a god game. I'm telling you, it's the body. It's the
What?
Flute's
What?
doing less god game rethings right now.
What?
no,
Queued! Oh, if he turned around and went for the Q, there was a chance.
What is actually now doing? Oh? Bog?
Oh?
Oh!
He's still on him. Where's...
I don't
Oh,
know if
Neil's
he even
very-
has anywhere
Neil's
near the
very
damage
low.
to kill him.
I think he does. Oh!
Oh, Gakeus!
Just runs out.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're gonna get the secondary prize.
Well, they get something.
God, that was close.
Dire's middle tower is under
I
He is
think
he is a
he
good
landed that
Pango.
last
There is
bit.
no
He
denying that.
He's better than the average.
What's net worth looking like? Unsurprisingly, LDC on top, but not by much. It's hanging on.
Oh, who's this? Yoi says, I had the exact inverse for my Axe gameplay. Normally, I'm alright. Then that one game with Munt where I didn't land a single call, and now I'm relegated to shit status. I've played quite a bit with your Axe, Yoi, and you're a good lad, but I don't think it's just one game where I would say you've
Gonna
been,
get it.
you've been
Oh
bad.
my god, what a turn from Nutkin though. Like, you can't just walk. Okay. Ludovicus is just catastrophic at this fucking game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Was it the walk uphill into death?
No, it was. I mean, he got caught. That's fair enough. That happens to everyone. But he wasn't pressing his refraction,
Dire's
and then he
bottom
ran into
tower is
Clinx's
under attack.
like bullet
Radiant
things.
structures are
So
under
not only did he not choose to save himself, he chose to kill himself. That's 2 deaths in one.
I do wonder sometimes if the gameplay is just a cry for help. You know, they can't always choose to die in every single fight without me questioning things.
You think it's actually like
Reg is
a literal cry, please uninstall this game, I think might be.
Please get me away from it.
LDC has found Alfredo, but there's no way he kills him. Man.
But Alfredo doesn't have a TP, which means if they click on Alfredo and see this, this is brave,
How
Mr.
do you think
Alfredo.
you're kind of owning him?
The raw load just reset
Okay.
1 month.
Okay, I take it back.
Yeah, click on PL and see if you can see anything that might have changed that. Perhaps, like,
He has a
17
Manta.
one-
Oh,
a
71
17
charges.
wand would have actually killed LDC there, because LDC does not have a wand, and PL
Alfredo
would
is
have been
definitely my top pick for LVP at the moment. I don't even care how well you're farming. You've been a burden on your team.
He has done nothing. This is the thing. The lads, I think the lads treat every carry with this reverence where you must let them farm 99% of the time, and then somehow your team are meant to win the game when their carry's turning up, and you just have to get on with it. It's like, well, we can't possibly ask our carry to help out. Like, I feel like we often have that conversation, like, we're going to need you to fight. But
Yeah.
they don't have that conversation. And I think as a carry, you get an idea. Like, there's a fight that goes really south, and you think, probably could have been there for that, and I might have made a difference. And then you start to feel guilty, and then you turn up. And if you lose that fight, obviously things start to get bad. But I feel like you have to at least be aware. You're nearly level 18. You're moderately farmed. I don't think you can just spend 25 minutes farming and avoid all action. He's 1, 1, and 2, so he really has done a very good job of having nothing to do.
Absolutely.
There is a
fucking-
lot of times where you should absolutely turn up, but part of being a carry player is removing that empathy that makes you want to turn up when you know it's bad. And maybe, yeah, you just... Sometimes you take it too far, but some fights, man. Some fights you guys try to drag me into.
Oh, hello!
I'm not having it. He's dead. He literally doesn't matter in this game, to be honest. None of them have dust. That's pathetic. That is pathetic.
He's trying to get away from the Sven, man. Action down, just bouncing between the pillars.
Whoa, here he comes!
Trouble here. Everyone else is in trouble.
Oh, Reg is very dead. Dan is gonna die, but they're gonna kill a whole bunch of them here. Whole mess of lads dead.
LDC is clicking so hard.
Oh my god.
He's so strong.
I think Alfredo's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good trade for Dire. But
3 for
every
3.
single hero on Radiant does not have dust, which is genuinely pathetic.
I just don't understand the logic. Like, you know there are Invis heroes in the game. Very specifically, you're up against Invis heroes on both cases, TA and Clinks. You know, you're not going to be surprised by an item here. Oh, he's got Shadow Blade we didn't know. He kept his secret from us. You literally know. And I would also be thinking there's a decent chance that you might have a glimmer on either of the supports right now. Obviously, that's not the case, so that's fair enough. But you just fucking carry dust, lads. If I'm playing a Slardar, there's no excuse. None.
Aether Lens Witch Doctor.
I hate it.
Oh.
I fucking hate it.
You're joking.
I could scour every single guide in the entire fucking Dota 2 for Witch Doctor, and Aether Lens would not be in any of them for first time on Witch Doctor.
Who allows this?
I don't know. Who is permitting this?
Yeah, they have to play games with better players than them. And they must do this shit. Like, they don't just save it up for this, do they? They don't go suddenly, you know what, I'm going to practice my Aether Lens Witch Doctor, now it's on a big screen.
Plague, I've had this thought myself, and I want you to hear me out here and tell me what your instinct tells you. These lads don't just play Dota in the Inhouses. They're playing in stacks all the time against lads, right? They're playing in these little...
There's trouble here. Action down is just...
Oh no!
Stuck in a little patch.
They're playing in these little stacks online. They're playing solo
Alfredo
queue.
okay, Reg.
This is a big fight. Reg is actually fucking deed.
LDC needs to get up. He doesn't have invis for 10. He's just dead. His flute. He's on his ass at the back. Oh my lord. That's stunned.
WWW! Oh my god, he got it! Holy shit.
Wow. Oh shit!
Is really just carrying the team. Massive.
Yeah.
He is absolutely the MVP for them at the moment.
Close to being
Huge!
doing anything.
Did Shadow Shaman die at the start and then now he's blinked onto a fucking cliff? Nutkin dotes.
Unfortunate.
Nutkin dotes. I don't. Alfredo seems to have this thing where once he's committed to the fight, he's just there clicking until the bitter end. I can't say I hate it because I'd rather he did. It worked that time. He just needs a heart, and I think he's actually going to be pretty strong.
Yeah, but I mean, if any of his team do anything like Reg, not Reg, is it Reg? Reg Spence?
Yeah.
Reg did a decent job there, but you saw once his BKB went down, he's just open.
Yeah.
There needs to be a bit more like Jake going Ags instead of BKB is a pretty big issue. They need a lad who can just get in and like
yes.
Muck around.
The Slido not going BKB is very loosey. Very, very, very loosey. Anyway, so my point was that these lads doing things like Aether Lens Witch Doctor, Rocket Man, I guarantee you he plays Dotes during the week in goon stacks with this lot. And some games, it might work for them where they win. They're not punished every time because of the nature of Dota. Whether Witch Doctor gets an Ags or not is unlikely to be the single deciding factor, whereas Gakeus not getting BKB might be. Do you know what I mean?
What was Jake doing? He was just AFK there.
Oh, the bait.
Oh my god. Oh, they put snakes out. The snakes is huge. It's owning everything. Rocket Man's just dead.
I don't know if Alfredo can... What? Oh, you jammy get, Alfredo. Holy fuck.
Get out, Dan!
Did I blink up in one?
Oof.
I wasn't actually as bad as it could have gone. But
So
those snakes
yeah,
are fucking
there were
incredible.
some cracking snakes. So anyway, yeah, I think sometimes the lads try this stuff in their pub games and it works, which begs the question, what are those games like? And I want to be in those games. I want to play against those opponents who were like, we're just good Netherlands, guys, we're in trouble. Like, I want to know who is like losing to that consistently enough that it becomes a thing that the lads do.
I mean, it just doesn't really make a huge amount of sense to have an Netherlands on Witch Doctor. You haven't got like a sort of instant stun, which is really useful to have long range. You don't have a save, which is pretty useful to have.
It is the coward's pick.
Bongos, and like putting down your ult is like vague.
It is the coward's pick. Like, it's 225 increased range. If it was 500 increased range or 1,000 increased range, I'd understand the lads being obsessed with it. But 225 is not enough for me to think this is a must-get on this hero.
Myers is down bot, and they're chasing Reg.
Reg is in danger. He does have his BKB now. Dan is really getting owned here. Gets the disarm off on the Clinks. The BKB is now run out for Reg. Can they do more? Here comes this long-range bongo. No? This is actually pretty close. This is now back to almost even in the win probability. After this fight, pretty close. Look at the swing. Look at the XP swing for Dire.
And Dire have the strongest power spike they're going to have in the entire game.
Heart PL.
No, it's what's arriving right now. Shard.
Shard
PL is the strongest shard.
Oh, the bounce.
I'm pretty sure Eddie gets it after Mantles. I think
you should get it as soon as you reasonably can. It is absurd.
He is big now. God,
I honestly cannot, off the top of my head, name a stronger shard than PL's.
I can.
Which one?
Shackles on Shadow Shaman to make snakes.
I think
those are up there.
I think
those are definitely up there. Snapfire Shard is pretty. Yeah, I'd say Snapfire is probably.
Pudge Shard is very pug.
Pudge Shard is very good.
Saved you today.
Pudge Shard is situational. It did save my ass today, but...
And you said, "Oh, Gregors, that was amazing. God bless Pudge Shard. Your words."
My words indeed.
Warlock Shard is very strong as well.
We all live to regret the things we say, Flax.
The thing is, I think that the reason that it's so important is this is a good shard on a carry. Let's look at Sven's shard. Stormhammer now applies a Dispel and reduces cooldown by 4 seconds, compared to your illusions do 40% more damage, which is insane.
Yeah, and now you cannot actually go high ground versus PL anymore, unless you can kill the PL. Because he will just look at how many fucking 4 illusions instantly every single time. Your team can't face that. And think about Slardar, for example. Look at his mana pool. 860?
Yeah.
Nothing. Sven, even less than that.
Yeah, you're dead right, young Plaguegar. Like, Sven's ult actually costs like a quarter of his mana. Myers just wants to perish. Why is this not being punished?
Oh,
Gakeus is in on the backer against Rocket Man.
I'm watching the other fight at the top here. Alright, they've lost Rocket Man, but they've lost Veno and Nutkin for it. There's a nice disarm. There's a basher on Dan.
Such a good sentry.
Where's the sentry?
In these trees, it's been spotting LDC the entire fight. You can just play around them.
It's fucking illusions, man. Alfredo?
Oh, he cancelled the charge.
They might go on him here.
No, I don't think it's a thing. It's the shard is all you really need. I don't think Ags has been part of Clinks build for a little while. I think. I'm not a Clinks player, nor do I.
So by the way, Rocket Man is 6 and 9, so he's died a lot, but he does have as many kills as Alfredo. So I can understand him thinking, do you know what, lads? This fucking Ether Lens is amazing because he's got 6 kills.
He's just tearing us apart. He's BKB for it.
Alfredo's gone in.
Wandering in. Where's Nutkin going?
Look at LDC getting owned. LDC's dead. Alfredo is still in pretty good shape. He needs help. He needs help. Oh, the cookie needed to be on him, I think. Doesn't have Manta. He's got Doppelganger in 2.
Oh, the stuns.
Flute does have his shard. Could have 4-staffed Alfredo away then, I think. This is bad. Oh, this is bad. The buyback in LGC could be real value here. Rocket Man.
The lens bongo from Rocket Man.
Into Glimmer. That'll buy him 4 seconds.
If he walked out to
5 seconds. He's dead.
He's
He's not dead. They just don't care.
The turn to nighttime. Yeah,
Ooh.
actually saved his life. Alright, team, it's time to start buying back. Because LDC bought back, and if you get a good jump here on this Clinks, the game is over.
Yeah.
I don't know why
He's
Radiant are risking this rather than going Roche to get their on a buyback Clinks.
The lads are going to give up this lane and save buyback. I guarantee you. Why didn't my man just bongo ult then? I would have. I 100% would have. With the Glimmer.
I honestly would have as well.
They can get Roche as well, like, fairly easily. Oh.
Oh, look at them. He's got in the trap, but he's fucked it.
I don't know why LDC BKB'd there. He was not.
Rocket Man did not use his Glimmer while he was ulting. This could be a disaster for the boys.
Run, Jake. You can get out.
They get away.
Oh my god.
They just leave.
Wow.
Alright, now Dire need to go Roche, like,
yeah, really bad.
This is just such a throw.
They're thinking about doing it, I think. I think they're thinking about doing it. Reg is 2 and 4, and he's been in a lot of these fights. I feel like Reg is there. How is he 2 and 4?
Because what he's doing is being brave and honest and upfront, like a good Sven should be, whilst his little creepy skeleton man skulks around the back and waits for him to take all the damage and tank all the spells, and then pops up, hello! By
the way, Gakeus is 1 and 8. I wonder if BKB would have been a good item for him. He's now going AC.
Oh,
he is a frustrating young man.
Every single person I said was a good player at this game, playing like shit.
This is what the lads are thinking after the captain's mode pick. When they pick their team, they're like, why is Jake not carrying us?
Why is Jake playing like dog shit?
LDC hits very hard, but as we showed, if Alfredo can get on top of them, he does perish. I feel like the Dire are angling for a roshing here. But this is going to be... If they don't get it and they have a big fight and they lose either TA or PL, it's over, right?
Yeah, it is over.
Let's switch to buyback status. PL doesn't have it. TA doesn't have it. She doesn't have the money, actually. Neither does Clinks. He doesn't have buyback either. He bought back for that previous fight.
Goosey91 just resubbed for 84 months.
Oh, Goosey with an 84 monther. Cheers,
Hope you
brother.
all had a lovely Christmas and all the best for 2022.
Best to you as well, mate.
Goosey XOXOXO.
7 years. Ludovicus could get caught here. He just didn't fucking notice! Are you shitting me? Oh my god. He had so much time!
It's nice when we have a clear LVP and MVP sketched out for us really early on, you know?
Our jobs are easy.
This guy's playing like dog shit. And Flute is playing well. Sorted.
I mean, he literally saw the Sven. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
Why is Gakeus not in there hitting this thing and putting his thing on it?
Jake is trying his best. Absolutely fucking dog shit.
It's just frustrating.
And he's going AC next instead of BK.
Yeah,
I know. We just commented on it.
We've already been angered by it.
Terrible.
Okay. Well, I will be angered by it a second time.
Oh, Nutkin! I think he cancelled his cast somehow. Oh my god! I think he was in mid-animation. He might. I think he was fogged.
It was a bloody good attempt, though.
My god, that was close. Well, that's given them time for TA to be up. They actually don't have a wave. And there's a tier 2 bot.
Is the classic. I do not want to help my team.
He does need a Ghost Scepter, I think.
He's going to go BKB next.
Who, Shaman?
Oh, no.
Yeah, or maybe Ag's Refresher.
He really needs a Ghost Scepter.
Does anyone buy save items? Is that a thing that's
No,
done?
Reg has been kind of, you know, we're flaming Reg a bit for his pitiful deaths in team fights, but he is being left to his own devices.
Yeah, I mean, I would be furious if I was Reg. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Any Yule's AAers
Yeah.
poking their heads
And
up.
then going into Aeon Disc, and then when
Yeah.
you... Well,
I mean, the thing is, I remember talking to Effie about this, about when she cast. I think she cast some of the Inhouses, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Or
No,
it was the Valkyrie
you
Cup.
were casting a tournament. Valkyrie
and I
Cup,
complained about Grimstrokes rushing Etherlens. She was like, "That's great." I was like, "You don't want them buying any kind of save item?" She was like, "Nah." And I'm thinking the difference is that if you're talking about what people should do at high level games, their carries aren't getting caught fucking horribly out of position all the time. I think you've got to understand, if you're itemizing the way the pros do, then play like the pros do. You can't itemize the way the pros do if you yourself cannot also play very, very well. There's no point. You've got to itemize for where you're at. I think save items is just too valuable. Up goes Myers. Quite often the first man in.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's pretty insane. He's got the split shot.
Radiant's top tower is under
He's a sniper. Oh, and they go on the snakes. Here comes the roll. They go on top of the Gakeus. He doesn't have a BKB, but he's running away. The
That's a good goop. Reg has gone in. He's going to get Alfredo here, maybe.
He's going to go down for a second life, but Reg is sort of tearing things apart.
The Greaves are doing what? The disarm? Get him! Yes, that's 3!
No, Jake.
Oh no.
Here comes LDC. What's he doing? He's just AFK.
Alfredo!
Oh my god, Alfredo, no.
Alfredo 100% lost track of his hero in that fight.
Oh my god, the damage.
No!
The back towards. In you go, son. Had Glimmer, by the way.
Yeah, I think the thing about like pros saying don't get Glimmer, I feel like they're also
He does
sort
his
of
mid
people
just
complain
resubbed
about
for
their
6
team
months.
on Reddit or whatever on Twitter saying, well, I didn't have Glimmer.
Oh my god.
Oh, that damage though.
Fucking Prometheus school of running away from things from all of these lads. They just run in a straight line. No attempt to turn sideways.
Plonk. A crit then
It's
would
a
have been
universal
fucking
rule
hilarious.
Anyway. It's difficult to call it. You can't just say Aether Lens first is a good thing because there might be Glimmer might be an insanely good item.
I mean, I try to get I try to get like mana boots, and depending on how the game is going or what else we've got or what other supports we've got, I might get a Glimmer and then turn the mana boost into an Aether Lens and then get other items. Like Aether Lens on Grim is great. You can ult people from way away. Like it's good. Don't get me wrong. I am a fan. But it's not like I rush it, and I honestly think in a lot of cases it's a mistake unless you're really, really good. Like if you're really, really good and your positioning is excellent and your team is going to do really well and never need your help, then cool, go for it. But I just think that's not the case in a lot of these games.
This is the standard of fucking analysis from chat, by the way. Someone just said Sven and Slard are too strong on Radiant. Think it's over, lads. Sven and Slard are? That's your takeaway?
They have done the worst in this game. LDC has more kills than the rest of his team combined. Reg is 3 and 5. Slaughter is 1 and 9. Even fucking Nutkin and Veno have more kills than the Slaughter and the Sven have been the least effective part of this team. That is hilarious. What a takeaway. I think this Sven's too strong, lads. LDC gets a triple kill. Is the most farmed lad in the game. No respect.
He's 22 and 2, and he's like, Slardar's the one doing this.
Hilarious. Let me see who that was. I'm curious.
Oh, I don't recognise his name, but I just...
It's Elsif. He talks all the time. Humor kind clicked, I guess. Yeah, I'm sure you were being funny there. Love the love the climb down. Love the climb down.
Physics students are always the problem.
Is he a physics student, is he?
They are.
Sure, yeah.
I've lost a great amount of respect for... Because Ragnar did physics, right?
No, he did maths.
I did maths.
Yeah, mathematicians are the lowest of the low.
I've lost a lot of respect for mathematicians watching Ragnar try to do a crossword. It was poor.
Yeah, but he's not like I reckon most maths students would be alright. Thomas is just
is under attack.
He's
He had
unenthusiastic
the
for learning.
clue. He had like the letters, the word white, and it was related to a tiger, and he could not get great white for like half an hour. And we were dropping the word great every single sentence for the entire half hour, and he just couldn't get it.
Oh my gosh, that's stuck. Can't get out. Why is no one
We're gonna
killing
kill
him?
Nutkin.
He was invisible.
Oh my god, TA just melted, and now TL's in trouble.
I think now PL has
Just
got
gone in.
Venom.
Oh my lord, the deeps. Rocket Man down. Die back from Rocket Man. Oh, sorry, it's not. I thought you thought that. Never mind. This is a while ago. Sven is still going in here.
Oh!
Alfredo
Alfredo's
just
in.
jumped in.
What?
He's dead.
What is he doing?
Call it. Oh
Well, it'll
my.
be hard to say anyone except Clink's MVP.
Clink's MVP, 100%. LDC.
I would like,
rolled him.
however, to throw out a little
Onto Flute.
Onto Flute. I'd like to throw out on to Nutkin as well, who I think played pretty impeccably on the Shadow Shaman.
Why not? Dishon, to TA, and
Elf.
to Alfredo.
Are you not LVP in TA? He was really bad, dude. He did nothing right, apart from one good meld strike in a fight that killed Sven.
I don't play the hero, so I'm actually not going to comment. I don't know. I mean, I know he went 8 and 9, which was.
I think he wasn't like obviously losing his team the game, but he probably was subtly losing his team the game.
But like that fucking getting caught in the jungle like that as well.
That was
that was
really
awful.
bad. But I think his whole team was. I think Alfredo was pretty fucking awful as well, in all honesty.
True, to be fair. Okay, we can leave them as dishons.
It's on both of them.
Yeah.
Dishon.
So
Let it be
dishons both
recorded
of
in
them.
the ship's log. A dishonorable mention for Alfredo de Analtorpedo and Ludovicus. An honorable mention for Flutedude. An MVP for LDC. And an honorable mention for Nutkin. So shall it be written. I've been watching The Terror a wee bit too much. Closing in on the end.
I get it really bad if I read a book that is like the sentence is structured a certain style. It just infects me. And
Yeah. Have you watched The Terror yet, Plague?
I've not watched The Terror.
So it's on iPlayer. It is really fucking good. It is incredibly bleak. Mrs. F was like, this might be too bleak for me. Like, it is so bleak, but it is fucking incredible. It's just such a fucking good show. It's incredible.
What's it about?
It's about so the year is, I can't remember if it's 1848 or 1847 when they set out, but they're on board two ships, the Erebus and the Terror. These men are dispatched by the British Navy to attempt to find the Northwest Passage, which for a long time was the great hope of European trade, was that they would find a way to get to China and India without having to go all the way around Africa and therefore all the way around that way, or all the way around South America with all the problems that entails. They thought there must be a route because there's sea here. It must connect to sea on the other side because there's no fucking land, it's just ice. But there must be a way. And a lot of expeditions were set off in that time to find the Northwest Passage, and a lot of them were fucking disasters, like IRL. So, I mean, when they set off, it's like they need to find, like they are setting out provision for like 3-4 years because they might get stuck in the ice. And if they get stuck in the ice, like they're there for the whole winter. So it's like, right, well, we'll just stay here until next June, and then hopefully things will pick up. And it's like that's the level that they're setting out on. And there's no chance of hope coming. There's nothing to go to. That's the setup for the series. It's 10 episodes. And it's like then things get even fucking worse. It's really, really, really good. It's really good.
I'm quite into sailor stuff.
I mean, I just love it. There was like, Mr. Johnson, make a record in the log. This man refused his grog. I don't need no grog. You know, it's all that day-to-day ship stuff, but it's all the formalized kind of, Mr. So-and-so, the rope, please. You know, all that, which I love, era.
My mum, when I was a kid, she would read me Horatio Hornblower books
right.
before I went to bed, which is just I fucking love that shit too.
Yeah, I love it.
20-page descriptions of how to play a game of whist, every book. You can't get better than that.
It's just so good. I love that setting because they were so close to knowing how things work. Like their concepts of medicine and science and stuff. We were like, this was the early days of stuff like that. So they were like, are you dropsy about the knee? You have sores and ogles about you. Therefore, I shall recommend Queefer's Harver and perhaps a draught or two of Linkston's Ale and some liniment. Like, yes, ship's doctors, right away. It's like that level where the lad's leg is off. And they're like, tincture of aubergine now. It's like, come on. But you know that they're starting to do things like anatomy and they're starting to do surgery. Like, this was us. Like 150 years ago, this is where we're at. It was just incredible to think how far we've come. That they had all this stuff. They were like, in this age of technology, the world is ours, you know. And you think, wow, technology, like, oh, sun's gone down. There's nowhere to know where we are then. You know, it was like that. It's really, really remarkable. So,
and there's something very talented medically of saying, we can't cure any of these infections. What we can do is you're pretty likely to survive if we cut everything off.
Yeah, we'll just cut it off.
Go with that. We'll deal with the problems afterwards, but your best chance, just lop it off. I fucking love that.
Like they had some idea about scurvy and how to treat it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not quite the right idea.
Right, but they had like they knew things that would, they knew the kind of things that would lead to it and the kind of things you needed. Like anti-scorbutics, I think they're called. Like Captain Cook was actually, who's one of my favourite captains. I've studied this sort of period of history. He was 18th century, not 19th century, but he was like, a lot of the stuff that he did is still used. Like the charts that he made of soundings of various harbours and things are still absolutely perfect. Like they still use them, and he's just a brilliant captain. And he made the men eat sauerkraut. Because he found that this, as an anti-scorbutic, helped prevent scurvy. And when he went on these very long voyages, years at a time, off to the Pacific, finding these islands that they'd go to and stuff like that, he would pride himself, and I'm sure his crew fucking loved him for it, that they never got sick. He did not lose men to illness the way that they did on other ships, where they just didn't have this. And he was like, listen, lads, I know this sauerkraut is not your thing, and I know that you don't like it, but you're going to eat it or you're going to get sick of scurvy and die. And they were like, yes, Captain. They fucking did it. And none of them died of scurvy. Like, he never lost a man to scurvy, which is just incredible in that era. And you think now, fast forward to the nearly 1850, which is like 80 years after Captain Cook. And they've got some idea, because medicine was still so bad that they were just not 100% on a lot of this stuff. I just find it fascinating.
Yeah, the thing I know about scurvy on ships is, I think it was some like Italian lad or something like that. He brought like oranges or whatever onto his ship, and none of his lads got scurvy.
Right.
But they didn't think it was because of vitamin C.
Right.
Because they obviously didn't know about.
They didn't know what it was.
They thought it was to do with how acidic something was. So,
right.
Because obviously oranges are slightly acidic with citric acid. So I think they like took limes instead, and they started making it like.
Yeah. That's why we were called limeys.
To bring lime.
That's why they call us like limeys, is because the as I understand it, the British sailors ate limes, but they would take vast stores of lemon juice and stuff like that away with them.
But the limes or whatever they brought, I can't remember, don't have as much vitamin C as lemons. Or
right.
oranges. So
they didn't know.
Started getting scurvy again.
But don't you think it's interesting that they were making some kind of connection?
Yeah, they were trying their best, and that's reasonable. Like you think like. What are oranges different to other things? Well, they're acidic.
They understood it can't be freshness, because if we're just catching things out the sea and eating them, we're still getting scurvy, and that's as fresh as it gets. So it must be something in this orange that makes a difference. But the problem is that oranges don't last that long, so you can't take enough for a 3-year voyage. And also a lot of our diet back then was salt beef and biscuits and fucking booze. That was what they ate. And
that's just crazy. Like you just got biscuits and grog for the most part.
And
That is a
salted
crazy
beef.
diet.
And worms. The worms that are in the biscuits. Lovely bit of protein.
Yeah, get those weevils in
You
you,
need to get in
son.
the chat, not Ted, by the way.
Oh, sorry, my apologies. Sorry.
Eri's been fucking losing his mind trying to get you in there. It's it's so funny.
I mean, he could just hop in the channel and fucking say, "Can you please get in the
but you
channel?"
know Eri would never do that in a million years. He's not that kind of pushy.
Listen, talking about scurvy is far more important.
Yeah. I wonder, like, people still get scurvy these days from just being reprobates, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
I wonder how, you know, like, could Miles get scurvy?
Well, I don't know about that, but I do know.
I guess he will have vitamins, you know.
I think someone's just posted in chat something about incidents of scurvy in Canada a little while back in modern day.
I mean, it is definitely a thing you can still get. It's like it's not like a disease that you catch. It's an effect of a lack of something in your diet, right? Like that's pretty much what it is. So if you're not eating any fruit or anything that has vitamin C in, you're gonna get it. Like you will get it. But nowadays you can there are like vitamin supplements
like,
you can
how long
take.
does it take? Because like there have been like, you know,
It takes a long time.
stretches up to a week where I haven't had like like an orange or whatever.
Right, it takes a
How long does it
long time, months and months and months. I will find you how long it takes to kick in.
I know someone who caught gout because they went on a diet that ate nothing but spinach for a month.
Jesus.
What a way to get
That
gout.
backfired.
That's the least fun way to get gout possible. You're supposed to get gout because you
Why
eat shit tons
only
of sugar and
spinach?
fat.
Like, in what universe is spinach a balanced diet?
In modern times, scurvy mostly occurs in people with mental disorders, unusual eating habits, alcoholism, older people who live alone. Other risk factors include intestinal malabsorption and dialysis. While many animals produce their own vitamin C, humans and a few others do not.
Yeah, we're like the only species apart from guinea pigs and a few other apes that can't produce their own vitamin C.
I guess that's because our diet evolved to be more varied, so we just didn't need
Yeah,
to.
I think eventually it just didn't matter, but I think it's just something that maybe, you know, it becomes so natural. We're just eating so much vitamin C anyway that we just didn't need the genes anymore. But it is weird. It's like us apes and guinea pigs. Like,
Guinea pigs. So what do they do about it?
I don't know. They just eat berries, I guess.
I'm gonna do guinea pig scurvy. What is scurvy in guinea pigs and how is it treated? Scurvy is a disease you may have heard of, usually associated with sailors who died on ships at sea when they had no access to fresh fruit or vegetables. So you may be surprised to learn guinea pigs can suffer from this syndrome as well, and yes, it's the same thing. Unlike most animals, guinea pigs are unable to synthesize their own vitamin C and rely on ingesting it. If they're not provided with a diet high in vitamin C, they are at risk of developing scurvy. Wow. So yeah, guinea pigs can get scurvy. I would be honest with you, most guinea pigs only last 2 years before they get eaten by the cat, so you'll be alright.
What do you feed guinea pigs?
Apples.
Do they have like special feed?
Yeah, it's like little things like you give to hamsters,
Pellets, right?
you know, yeah. Or it's like little seeds and shit like that, you know.
And then they have the little fucking water drippy thing.
I'm gonna just check if there's vitamin C in cider.
There probably is a bit of it.
Not only does cider fight against cancers and heart disease, but the vitamin C found in cider helps fight against bacteria.
Disease.
Let's go!
This is on some cider website.
Yeah,
It's like
happens to be on
Cidersupply.com.
mountainwestcider.com, yeah.
Heart disease.
Here we go. Vitamin C, the immune system booster, is naturally found in many fruits, including apples. In case you didn't know, apples make cider. That's the website. I'm not kidding. That is what it says. In case you didn't know, by the way.
I can't. It's not functional.
Just as an aside,
Ban those things.
apples make cider.
Fucking big cider strikes again. Oh, you were hyping up Where Banana's Hoodwink skin, and look, Where Banana
Oh,
in
I'm
stand.
so ready.
Hoodwink whipped out.
I want to see it again.
You're going to see it. Who's Ends Ups? And who's Great Striker?
It must be NZ FedEx, right? Was he in the last game?
He was not in the last game, so it's
He's
entirely
in the
possible.
Goon Guild, so it has to be.
Yeah, it's probably NZ.
So-
I don't know
Or
what
it's
it
an
means.
NZ impersonator.
So Great Striker is new, though.
As is Mazaway, right?
Mazaway apparently played the other
Mazaway.
week.
Well, Mazaway is the person who pings twice for the same stack in under a
KPJ
minute.
and Varak Core.
So I'm going to be
Two
harsh on
Witch
him.
Doctor legends.
I don't know what they're going to... This is... So KBJ must be playing Disruptor after this
No,
storming.
not again,
Yes,
not
I'm telling
again,
you.
not again.
So he popped up in chat the other day, Plague, and he said, just watched back the VOD of the in-house. I'd had a really bad day and a bad week, but the commentary gave me a boost, is what he said. So he was pre-hazing, or post... It was a post-haz analysis of his performance, which was, I've had a bad day at the fucking wood mill or whatever KBJ does.
I think he works in
Radiant
cars.
team back.
Something to do with.
Oh, I think
automobiles.
you're right. I think it might be something to do with cars. Let me ask you a genuine question. If KBJ came and patted the bonnet of your car and said, that's all fixed, would you get in that car?
Not in a million years. Actually, no, that's a lie, because lots of the lads are very good at their jobs.
Yeah.
Whilst
They're just
remaining
bad at
very bad at
those.
Dota 2.
It's true. It's so true.
I mean, if we, judge their jobs by their Dota skill, the poor children, the 17 teachers that take part in the in-house each week, they'd be destroying their education.
Wait, the number of people that we've got in the chat that are like, oh, I'm a brain surgeon, but I'm like 1k MMR. It's like, it is what it is.
5 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
So Heretic says he was doing a 60-hour week watching a metal bending machine.
Team back.
I can believe it. KBJ was doing 7 days a week, 16-hour shifts. Fucking America. What are you doing to your people? Please stop. Please stop, America. Calm down. Give people some time off.
Radiant
Work people to fucking death over there.
I'm intrigued by the sniper ban. Is sniper such a threat? And
Just
they've let the
annoys
user
me.
through.
team pick.
Annoys me. It's been turned into a virtue, this idea. Why would you ban Sniper if you're picking Spirit Breaker?
None of this makes sense.
It is the Storming Eagle on the drafting, so.
Oh, you're right. No, that makes sense.
It just drives me mad. They turned working yourself to death into a virtue. There's no greater good.
Remaining.
You're not working yourself to death creating a sandbag wall to keep the zombies out. Or fighting against the invading hordes and as the fucking Spartans. You're working yourself to death to make some other lad fucking minted. Calm down.
Team pick.
My brother works for Netflix in Amsterdam, and he's an incredibly talented lawyer, incredibly overpaid, but I don't think he's had a holiday in 3 years.
Us lawyers are fucking
And
insane.
When he took a holiday, he just worked from home. That was his holiday.
God.
10 seconds
It's
remaining.
bizarre. But he's paid,
5 seconds.
truly
If you're getting
deserved.
paid a shitload of money, then
The
fair
underscore
enough.
Why
Rama
not?
just resubbed for 11 months.
What gets me
In
is when
abuse.
people are paid fuck all and still expected to work those kind of hours. If you're
Yeah.
paying me a fortune, I'll put the fucking hours in, you better believe it. Because I'm obviously decided, you know what, I will happily make this trade-off of my time while I'm young. Like, that's what you're buying, is my labour. I'm happy to give that over. I don't have, I'll fucking do it for that kind of money, whatever the big bucks are. But the idea that for fucking minimum wage or just above, you should be cranking yourself to death, it's ridiculous.
I think Aries figured it out.
I will confirm, Eri's incorrect.
Oh!
My brother does
That
not
was a
work.
really good link, though.
It was a good link, but my brother does not work. He works in contracts, but it's more on the technology side, not content.
Also, he's a lawyer. He would not be blabbing about that kind of stuff. Eri, you noob!
Yeah. Fuck you. Though I did, when he worked at BT, he brought me as an intern to work for him. I got to see all of their talent contracts that BT Sport used to have.
Oh my
So I got to
god.
see how much they were paying commentators and things like that, and I had to fucking
10
file them and sort
seconds
them.
remaining.
That
I
is...
got in a lot of trouble because I just left one by the photocopier because I wasn't really thinking, and I got in a lot of trouble.
Those companies, they pay, like, people like Gary Lineker and that get paid a fucking
Oh, yeah.
fortune. Which is bizarre, because all they're doing is saying, here's the next game. Here are the highlights of that game. Like, their analysis consists of asking 3 or 4 quick questions to people who give very bland answers. But, there's so much money in it, why not? Get me in there. What do you think was going through his head? Was he thinking
I
about
think you probably
sausages?
could just do it. Yeah. I mean, all you have to say is they've had a good string of games or they've had a bad string of games.
Yeah. How do you
You've gotta
explain this? We expected them coming into this game today. They've been playing so well. They won 4 out of 5. What went wrong, Alan? Well, I think the problem was they didn't get the ball in the box to the big man. You know, that's all you got to do is just get it in there, get some balls across the last defender and get it in there for him to get on the end of. But the other problem they've got is here, and cuts to the replay graphic where I've circled these 3 midfielders, and if you can see, they're miles apart here. There's nothing between them. They're not working together as a unit. Contrast that with Man United today. Their entire midfield, look at that. They're all within 10 yards of each other, moving as a unit, moving as a line. Look at this, and I talk about it all the time. 3 lines, line of 4, line of 4, line of 2. This is how they play. They're connected, and they're all together. Don't you think so? Who's another lad? Martin Keown. Yeah, that's dead right, Alan. Yeah, I think the defending today was absolutely shocking. You know, I didn't win 3 titles defending like that. I think that was the biggest problem they had today was that they just didn't defend well. All right, lads. Well, thank you. We're going to go to the next game now. It's Crystal Palace against Southampton. That's it.
That was amazing.
Millions a year.
For 3 hours. They ain't got nothing on us. We got to fucking spin our way through it.
You want me to fill for fucking 15 minutes, Gary? Huh? Come down here and chum some of this shit. Try and do this. Tell us, Alan, what do you think about Death Prophet? Well, she's a canny lass, but, you know, can she do it in Stoke on a wet and windy Tuesday night? That's what I've got to ask. I've got to say, I think the skirt is probably not the smartest thing to wear to a fight like this, but my eyes are on this Spirit Breaker lad. I think he can make a big difference from today. Gets up and down the pitch well, strong in the tackle, and you know, he's got a lot of momentum about him. Don't you think so, Jermaine Genius?
I don't think he does.
He doesn't do
Jermaine
BT.
Genius is on the One show now.
Yeah, he's just a regular old. I mean, you could make him say
Get
anything.
Mika Richards on now.
Yeah, get me.
Or is he on BT? Mika Richards and Roy Keane, just like 2 contrasting individuals.
Mika Richards laughs at everything. Roy Keane has never laughed in his life. Get him on the One show.
Roy Keane's job is to just slate lads.
Mika Richards is there laughing. Some lad, you know, has won a spelling contest somewhere. I don't know what these spelling contests are all about. Who can't spell? Anyone could spell. I don't understand these kids today, you know. They should be able to spell. Everyone should be able to spell. I just don't understand it. It's an absolute joke. These lads spelling. Back in my day when I was playing, you know, I was a captain of Man United and we won the treble. I always get some lads spelling. I always get my little spelling test before we walked out for the match. Paul Scholes never let me down. I do wonder today, would Paul Pogba be able to spell as well as Paul Scholes? That's a question I've got to ask. Ridiculous.
His favourite sort of line of talking is to tell the one team's fans to not get too excited because it's only insert team.
Yeah. Don't get too excited here, lads. It's only a Southampton. You know, come on. He missed out on the cup final where they beat Bayern Munich. And my mates and I, you know, this was back in the day when it was actually on fucking telly. And we were watching all the games and we were like, wow, they actually could go and do it. But Bayern Munich, we watched their games as well. They looked really fucking good. And then we were like, okay, so they've lost. Who were they missing? I guess Giggs wasn't playing. Was he? Maybe Giggs was playing. They had Jesper Blomqvist. I guess, was it Beckham wasn't playing? Can't remember who. But the fact they were missing Keane was like, wow, they're fucked. Like, they lost Roy Keane. Like, he was such a key part of their wins getting to the final. Yeah, Scholes and Keane, that's right. And everyone was like, there's no way. Like, they're missing their 2 key guys. And they did it. It was nuts. It was incredible. Honestly, I'm not a Man U fan, but we were so fucking blown away. Razor.
That hoodwink set is...
it's beautiful.
You know, being a bit ruined by the Spirit
The big old mace.
He's my boy. Don't look at that, he's saying. Don't look at that. Don't look at this weeb shit next to me. It is really incredible they've come up with that so quickly for a new hero. Meanwhile, there's like nothing for Thunder
It
Thighs.
looks like a balloon's tower to me.
What, the crossbow master?
Yeah.
Yeah.
KBJ Disruptor. I am going to be glued to this lad this week. I cannot wait to see what he's got for us. No techies in this game, which will surely help him, because he definitely struggled.
Revealed a little fact he's picked up during the drafting that at some point someone on Dire thought Jakiro is a strength hero and was very confused. I don't know
Why was that
why.
important?
I don't know why he messaged this to me or why it's important, but there we go. That's the
Why did they
inside
think
scoop from
Jakiro
our
was
reporter on the
strength?
sideline.
He
I
is
mean,
pretty tanky. Ball.
He is.
Tanky.
He is, but
I mean,
There's absolutely no reason why you should think he's strength, and it doesn't even matter. I don't know what's happening.
maybe they were thinking of picking Timbersaw or something, and they were like,
I don't know. I don't know why this fact was given to me, but there we go. I passed it on.
I mean, this would be a very bad Timber game, so I'm glad they didn't pick it. But another Slardar. Let's see if Masselway can actually do something good with Slardar. Gakeus certainly couldn't, despite being, in Plague's words, one of the best players in the Inhouses.
Yeah.
He let me down. He really did let me down. But he won off the game.
I mean, in my defense, at least Ogre has a plus 20 strength talent and is incredibly strong. Like, I could never remember whether he was the rare spellcasting strength hero or whether he was not.
The fact that Io is strength is bewildering.
That's what always catches me out. Like, Io being a strength hero, you always go like, oh, it's Io that's is unusually a strength hero.
Ogre being intel catches me out.
It's just one of those things. I mean, he literally has a plus 20 strength talent.
He's a smart boy though.
He is. Well, he's not.
No, he's thick as bricks, but by God we love him.
Why is Io strength? He just is. I think because
He just is. Why is the sky blue? It just is, mate.
Yeah, Ogre has huge strength growth. Ogre has huge strength growth. I mean, the main reason I think that Io is strength is because a lot of his spells involve giving health to other people, right? So if he was not strength, he would just fucking die. So you have to make him strength so you can build towards HP regen and stuff like that, because that's kind of his whole job. Bassmaster misses his Q and Varicor. Click. Stun. Click. 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 You don't win that fight, Varicor. You do not win that fight. Jakiro too strong.
I didn't realise this, but obviously NZ FedEx has just switched delivery companies. That's the joke. I did not catch that one.
Oh,
He's gone from NZ FedEx to NZ UPS.
Yeah.
That's
I see.
brilliant. What a wit. He's doing the right thing though, just queuing up fucking Raindrop and Magic Stick. Fuck this Death Prophet, fuck her Q. DP has ruined us in some games recently.
I would just queue up.
She's very strong.
Rocket's gonna go boot.
Could have just clicked that, brother. I think this is actually not the best matchup for Razor because she's very fast. And she doesn't necessarily need right clicks to farm. She can just do the old Crypt Swarm.
Kyle is kind of bullying Citizen Ned.
Well, this is the thing. The Kyle build actually it doesn't work on Witch Doctor, but on Disruptor it actually makes some sense.
Yes.
To
He's
have
trying
6
to take the
mangoes.
last hits from Bean. I love this guy.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, I can see him like taking the last hit. Oh my god, they're going on Where Banana here. He's going after the courier. They got a dagger in one. Sentry down.
Oh, hello. Yep.
Kyle.
Yes!
Killed. Yes, Kyle.
I bet he's muttering to his team, "Fucking eat my ass, PFlax, you motherfucker. They got give me a special award for being garbage. I'm amazing."
We have to bring out the opposite of the Kyle Award. 3 MVPs for a good Kyle performance.
I mean, what would you call it? Though? Also,
I
the
don't
Kyle
know.
Award.
The opposite Kyle Award.
The Carl Butters Unexpected Good Award.
I think the Kyle Award is genuinely maybe just doing that made me happy.
It saved a bad week.
They've got a little banner. They've got a little team thingy.
Where?
Chicken. In on the portraits at the top, on the right hand side.
Oh, they do have a little chicken. God, they're going all out.
What? I didn't see this.
In the
You see
where
the
they're
portraits at the top, Tony?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh! I thought you meant the banners, but yeah, the hero portraits, they have a little chickie. Varicor might be in trouble here. Oh, couldn't get the dagger on him.
Storming Eagle just didn't hit Varicor at all.
Not the dagger, sorry, the frost arrow.
Yeah, the frost arrow not being given is a big boo-boo.
Oh, Kyle, calm down, mate. You've used all your mangoes. You know what? If he pulled here, that would be really pog.
Oh, he doesn't do pulls. He's going to hang around here for the rest of the game now.
He has no mana regen. He has He has successfully annoyed them. He did get first blood. He's used it to purchase boots, which he does not need.
One of the things about this game is that PA... apologies. PA can solo
It's game 2, alright? Calm down. He can solo carry it, but...
I was up earlier, right?
There is always Razor. There is always Razor, Plague.
True. The great counter carry.
You need to be a little bit careful here.
They
get one more back.
01 for 14 months. Hope you had a nice Christmas, Mr. Flax.
I had a great Christmas. I was just talking to Mrs. F about it. A lot of damage stolen for NZUPS. Oh, sorry. 15 damage stolen. He only put it on at the very last second there. It's really very poor.
You talking about having a good Christmas?
Yeah, so me and Mrs. F were watching The Terror. And some lad was having his leg cut off or something. And I was like, you know what, love? I've got to say, I had a cracking Christmas.
And did she agree with that assessment?
She did. Because last year we both had COVID. This year we were COVID free, thank God, which was really lucky because, you know, a lot of people have got it down at the Yogs and I was there for a week and somehow got away with it. I think because I was, you know, double vaxxed and all the rest of it, but I wasn't boosted at that point. Had my booster and didn't get it. My mum didn't get it, which was a real blessing because obviously she's nearly 80. And I was just glad. I was really glad. But a lot of people I do know got it, which was not cool. And just in general, I would describe it as uncool.
Did the kids been enjoying VR?
They've been glued to it, would be how I would put it. Yes, they have been really loving it. I mean, my eldest just fucking would live in there if she could. She would be like some neuromancer kind of, you know. She's jacked in. She can't possibly talk to you right now. Like, you know, when they put the plugs in Neo's neck and he's like, whoa, yeah. She would be like, excellent. Don't need to charge this anymore. That would be her thinking.
What games are they playing?
So at the moment I said to them, if you want games, you guys have Christmas money. Tell me what you want. The money is resting in my account. Go ahead and I'll buy them for you. And they're still just downloading free games and playing Job Simulator, which I think at the moment they're just...
It was good fun.
It is great. But I think they're at that point where they're like, do you know what? This is just so fun. We don't even need a particular... Why wouldn't you deny that Carty? And why wouldn't you try and hit it? Ugh. You know she was there, NZ!
He is topping the CS chart at least, so he's doing some things right.
He is. I don't know why Great Striker is struggling, apart from, you know, in all likelihood, Great Striker is garbage. But so yeah, they love it. I'm convinced that they don't want Beat Saber, which I'm like, you know, fair enough. I played Beat Saber and it wasn't particularly fun. But they don't seem to really. I don't know what they want. I don't know what game they're after, because at the moment the games they like playing are things like Animal Crossing is what my youngest plays a lot of. My eldest plays a lot of Minecraft. Neither of them are on the Oculus thingy.
Yeah.
But they're playing Vacation Simulator is actually the one they're playing at the moment, because they played Job Simulator quite a lot on the Vive. So they're playing Job Simulator. Sorry, Vacation Simulator. But yeah, I don't know what they want next. If anyone could recommend any good VR
really, isn't it? Vacation Simulator.
Yeah. But they find it really funny. They're like, I'm going for a hike, and I'm like, you know, we can go for a walk with the dog anytime. This is the future. Friend Simulator will be when it really reaches ultimate sadness.
That's basically VR chat.
Yeah.
Friend Simulator.
What? Was that an attempted poll? My God.
Who from? Who tried? Was it KBJ? Has KBJ ever successfully pulled? Have we ever seen it happen?
I've got to say, the charges into the PA are not it. I think if you just got to hold it. If you think you're going to get glimpsed. I mean, he hasn't actually leveled glimpse. He's taken 2 levels of kinetic field for literally no reason.
God.
0.6 second longer.
Does the cast range go up at
Oh,
all?
now Nevers. Oh, you can charge through it? Really?
Apparently.
Huh.
Had it just not formed? I didn't think you could charge through that.
No, it looked like you charged through it.
You did. Oh, NZ Ups is here. Trouble for Bean. Oh! Almost Pog.
Good effort.
Do you know what would have been a good spell there? Glimpse. Just saying. Very good against Razor. Thank you, El Sif.
I mean, it's pretty clear.
Colossal big early.
So one of the issues that I've had with the Oculus, I haven't used it yet. I've got zero interest in it. Is that a lot of the games that they list on websites as being good VR games for the Oculus are completely unsuitable for the kids. Either because I just know it's not going to be their cup of tea, like Super Hot, or they're too violent, like Resident Evil, and I don't want them fucking playing Resident Evil 7, thank you very much. You may be a gunt, but you are still a good stream. Yeah, that's the goal. Good stream, bad streamer. I'll take that. That's like having the best house on the worst road, or the worst house on the best road.
Or having the best house on the road, but everyone hates the person living in there.
I'm happy to do that. I mean, my house is far from the best house on the road of Twitch. I have one of the worst houses. If Twitch is the road, I live in a bin at the end of it. I don't think they killed Bean here.
Oh.
And now, big problems. Oh, hello.
Oh, yes, Kyle.
There's the Glimpse-a-doo.
No, the cancel.
The cancel was fucking awful. But ends up's got a double.
Oh, what build did you go on Razor this game? Are you just going... The last Razor we saw last week just went a very early refresher, and it was...
Refresher, I think,
terrible, wasn't it?
I think that is what pros actually do. But once again, the lads following what pros do does not always turn out good.
I would just say you want move speed to keep up with PA when she blinks away. Right? Like, you just want to run her down.
I'm a very classical Razor player that I would kind of think about the Yules and things like that, but it's definitely not what you'd do anymore, I think. Though the move speed's just more fun than the refresher, honestly.
I don't see... like, the refresher's cool and all, but if you don't live, what's the point? Like, I understand getting it eventually, but they definitely have the capacity to blow him the fuck up with Slardar PA. So, I don't think that you could just rush it. I think it's really, really bad.
This is not going to go as well as the ups things.
Yeah.
Subbed for 7 months.
Maybe it will.
Maybe it will. He's bloody gone away. I didn't realise Bean didn't have jump, but neither did...
He does!
He didn't have jump when
oh, the fogging!
Still no crits at all from this PA here. Still none.
Here comes the big man! Nev, you could have cancelled at any time!
God bless him, he commits.
Oh!
My man, Varicor just got finger. He's not going to get a chance to use it.
Carl's walking back into the flames.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Get him. Dump it.
Oh, it's close.
Alright, what's happening with Slardar? How's the blink coming along? Pretty far away still, but at least he's rushing it, I guess.
Dire's bottom tower is
What's
under
Drow up to? She's doing the Dragon Lance build, I guess? Is it coming out? Yes, it is.
So, as Eri points out, the problem with the game being mentioned was it was a carry Razor who rushed Refresher. I just think, you know, you need to live to get the most out of your hero. You want the fight to go on. You want your static link to target the right hero. In this case, it's always going to be PA. You static link her. You need to live. You need to not be stunned. You need to have, like, I think the Yules make sense. Because the biggest threat to you as a Razor is always going to be the PA if you haven't linked her. Or if your link is interrupted somehow.
Yeah, I guess the BKB serves the same purpose though.
Yeah, no, BKB is fine. I'm just saying that's why I think rushing a Refresher is a boo-boo. Because you die before you get the most out of your hero. I do not know what Nev thinks he's going to do here. Does he have help coming over? He does. But yeah, that was a big waste of his ult. It's quite a long cooldown. It's 82 seconds for basically the best way to kill PA.
Just waiting for the Spirit Breaker shard. He can actually pop off this game on Spirit Breaker, but sadly, I've not been inspired by confidence from what I've seen so far.
I mean, Nev absolutely should have cancelled his charge there when he saw. I think quite often the lads think I'm gonna fucking wallop this lad for 1,000,000 damage, and they arrive and it is what it is. It's like a stun that does 100 or 100 plus damage. It's very rarely just gonna one-shot a lion.
But God, imagine when it does though. It feels so good. Same problem a lot of these heroes run into is you remember the really good moments where you one-shot someone or hit the hook. You don't realise all the bad moments are still there.
This courier almost died. Just flew it straight over. The creeps are well after this courier. They want it. I didn't think they'd chase it that long, but they can. Uh-oh. Great striker in trouble. Yes, Citizen Nev!
Ran you down.
PA's going Battle Fury.
Line. Ran you down. Badass.
Do you think this is the right pick? Oh, Bassmaster's in trouble.
Yep, this is a deadman.
Don't know if I would have used my ult there. But then again, sweet revenge for KBJ.
I think he does just drop it at the drop of a hat, really.
Yeah.
And I can respect it in some ways. It's just like
I
there's a strong chance I'm not going to be able to do a good one, so I might as well just do a ulti.
Yeah. It's just it is really good if he can get like Drow and Hoodwink or something in there.
Yeah.
This is pointless. To what end? Yep. And they know where you are. Luckily, KBJ is a complete goober. Oh, Ends Ups is in here. Giving Bean the clicks.
In trouble. Oh, he's trying to chase him down with Mazaway the bash. Can he get him before he dies?
Why isn't Ends Ups clicking anybody?
What's he doing? Go!
Yes! Nev!
God.
Nev!
That was really good.
Nev! We lost Harry tonight. That's him. He's the hero Nev we deserve.
Alright, what's PA's turning up to these fights far too much. I'm seeing far too much PA on the map.
When she's this close to a Battle Fury.
She really needs to just be doing this. Missing creeps under tower. That's all.
There's one.
That's one. Nice, good crit on that one. That's a miss.
3, 4. I make it 4.
I think it was 4. And that's Battle Fury done. It's enough.
Battle Fury BKB, I do not like.
No, I do think...
Get the Deso, brother. If you're committing to that, get the Deso. Yeah, finish your boost and get a Deso. Because you're not going to fight with Battle Fury. What are you going to do? You're a slow, basically. You need to start doing things like blowing up Hoodwink and get on Drow with the...
yeah, the longer fights are not going to favour you when you're playing against Razor.
No.
They rarely do. It's all about the burst damage.
Here for the DP. The DP down.
Is this Soul Ring Slardar? Let's find out. No, it is. It bloody is. Actually on board with this. Lad has such a miserable fucking mana pool.
Look at that, 400, less than 400
It's unbelievable.
Oh dear, Leicester are actually going to beat them.
Are they actually? What's the score?
Just 1-0, but it's the 92nd minute.
Oh, wow. Oh, that means
really
Man City.
Yeah, they're going to win them.
Yeah, fucking pricks. Oh, Kyle. Cannot wait to drop his ult. Just out of position, dumps it on a fucking Jakiro. Why? Keep go. Keep go. You've got support incoming. They've lost their 2 supports. Here comes the big man. Oh, whoa! Does Nev want to dive this? Oh, nice mass away.
Nice.
Oh, but mayhaps too late. Well done, well done, well done. Good job, Bean, mate.
Apparently that's horrible art you've missed.
Kroger art posted above. Let's have a goosey. Your name is Kyle. You are the one and only Butters Jr. You are good at Dota. Pyrian is a filthy liar and a hater. Fuck Pyrian.
You've got to believe in yourself, lads.
Very
That's
good.
the self-confidence we want to see.
That is Kyle in the mirror telling himself, I had a hard day at the lumberyard repairing logs. I'll be damned if that old fuck is gonna get me down. Fight mid? Oh, hello! No! You had him! Oh, Kyle.
File down. Where's NCPtMyers going?
I don't know.
Where
he's just
is
backing
he
up because he's
going?
lost a third of his health, so he's just gonna leave.
Gonna go for the Roche.
They have Slardar. They do not have Slardar. Can they fight? I don't think they do this very quickly. Drow is coming over. Bastmaster coming over. Storming Eagle here for clicks. Citizen Nev is getting owned by this. This is not good.
Nev.
I don't think this is good. If
We lost
the
Harry tonight.
if enemy team can figure this out, they could contest, but I don't think they will. PA bot. DP does not have ult. Slardar is dead. So this is actually free Roche. Oh dear, and they might catch Lion out here. Ice pass into Skadoosh. He is clonked, he is dead. They got free kill on Lion.
Very nice.
Roshan and kill. They are up 19-5. This is very good.
This is very good.
He is
Very
now going.
good.
He is the Phantom Assassin is going for the Deso. He has been stream snipe. Drow. Let's switch to net worth. Razor is top, then Drow, then PA with the Battle Fury. Needs to make the most of this. I do feel like the lads quite often get to Battle Fury and there are no stacks anywhere and no one making stacks. They're just sort of standing about, not stacking anything anywhere, which is kind of a shame because that's when you really explode with the Battle Furies, when you've got stacks to farm. Get that Deso real quick. But these lads are just going to stand around here. They're definitely not going to stack these camps. In fact, Massaway's going to farm one. Kyle is just going to chill. They could have made 3 stacks here. But no.
Nah, fuck stacks.
Like, they literally could have made 3 stacks for PA there. I don't know what film you lot are talking about.
Who?
The people in chat.
They're
Crumb?
talking about Goblet of Fire.
Oh.
I think it's just Eri and Peb.
Someone said the pronunciation of the word junior always gets them, but I don't know. I can't remember what happens in Goblet of Fire. Is it the first one?
No, it's the fourth one. It's the one where Dumbledore says, "Did you put your name in the fire? Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?"
Why does he say it like that?
I don't know, to be honest.
But so what's the deal with the Goblet of Fire? Why is it important he's put his name in it?
It's for the Tri-Wizard Cup.
Okay.
It's the tournament
He says
year,
as
you
if
know?
that would clarify things.
Well, it's the tournament year.
It is the tournament
hello!
year.
But, I mean, yeah, he has watched the movie. I'm expecting some retention of knowledge.
This is a bold decision to fight these lads. They are all gonna die. Wow.
There's
Right.
just nothing you could. There's nothing you can do with KBJ on your team. Is what it comes down to. That's the fundamental law. You picked KBJ. You're probably having a lovely time, but you can't win. It is statistically impossible to win with this boy.
Well, what is his win rate in the Inhouses? I need to consult the bones. Harry Potter, did you put the name of the Goblet of Fire? I'm going to look this up. Oh, did you put?
Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? Harry, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
He says, Harry, did you put the name in the goblet of fire? That's how he says it. Harry, did you put the name in the goblet of fire?
When Richard Harris played Dumbledore, he seemed like just like a nice old bloke. And then Michael Gambon came along, and suddenly Dumbledore's like this hyped up fucking lad.
If you have a word to say against Michael Gambon, you and I are going to have very strong words.
He's a decent lad.
He is a phenomenal actor. Much better than Richard fucking Harris. Here's the thing. I watched all of the movies, alright? I've watched them all. I've never read the books, I'll be honest with you. I watched all of the films. Mrs. F and the kids are big fans. And Dumbledore is not meant to be a nice old grandfatherly guy. He's meant to be a bit of a dickhead. Because he knows what's at stake. He's basically sacrificing Harry for a chance to kill he who shall not be named, right? Like, that's the whole point. Is the reason that Snape was who he was is because, and did what he did, is because essentially Harry is their one chance to finally be rid of the great evil of their world. He who shall not be named, who I shall not name. So, I never liked the idea that if Dumbledore had been nice, you would have thought, you bastard. I thought we were meant to be, you know, I thought you were in this for the long haul and you actually had, like, you can't be that nice to me and then at the same time and say, oh, by the way, Harry, might need you to sacrifice your life to kill Voldemort. You know what I mean? Like, he's meant to be a bit of a twat, I think.
What, so you'd prefer him to just be a twat and be a twat?
But Michael Gambon isn't a twat. What I'm saying is at least you can't have a character be nice as pie for all those films and then in the final two movies be like, oh, by the way, because then it's like the old thing that, you know, you have to set things up for the audience. Like Snape being a twat and then being redeemed is different. That's a surprise ending. But the nice guy turning out to be a good guy in a different way is too confusing if it hasn't been set up. He needs to be vaguely mysterious, kind of harsh with Harry at times. Like, it needs to be set up like that, I think. Otherwise, it just, the audience is left thinking like, what? Like, you've chucked this in at the last second. Whereas the Snape thing, you feel like it's been set up the whole time because of many things in his flashback when they look at his tears. This is all stuff from all the movies. It's a bit like Thanos. You know, Thanos has been in all these movies. Oh, they're going to kill them all here. That's a dead Voldemort. Kyle, also dead. Varicor, can they get Varicor? The turnaround is going to get him killed.
I thought they warned you not to speak with rangers.
I just fail to see why they keep playing this game. What do they believe is going to change in the next team fight?
Well, Bean has Desert.
But yeah, I guess. But look at the fucking 8 health pulls now. Lowest health is Webinon, who has fucking evasion. And he runs through trees with his little furry tail.
Oh,
you make your voice line next to your tail. Lads, please call it.
Lads, please, just call it.
That would fucking get so many fucking...
You reckon? Lads, just call it.
I reckon it would.
Call it.
Like, why keep going into these fights? You do nothing. You change nothing. You achieve nothing. Oh, don't worry though. Lion's back. Oh, and so's DP without her ulti. Maybe this time we'll win the fight.
Mazoe has gone in here without his team.
I sure am glad we had to watch this rather than just calling GG because it's over.
Please, lads, just call it.
Oh, yeah.
Lads, call it! It's over. Come on! We can move on to game 3 and crack on with our lives. Let's go. Oh, these ice paths from Bassmaster have been excellent. Grace Striker doesn't even have his ult.
Oh my god.
They might kill NT. No.
Oh
Hey,
my
they
god.
killed NT.
We're gonna kill Bean though. Didn't
Well,
even
they
need
did kill
Raze.
NT.
He's having a phenomenal game.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom
Go, Kyle! He's just dying. He's half health from 2 arrows. The glimpse.
And that scared Eagle so much he's run away. What is happening?
Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Here we go, mass away again. Oh wow, it's so worth watching all of this. Oh, it's great. Disgusting behavior.
It's a 26k gold lead, 36-6.
Come push.
Better retreat! You've been disrupted.
Got anything else to talk about? We've been through sailors and some other stuff, maybe. What are we just Dumbledore?
I watched some movies. I watched some movies lately that I guess I haven't spoken
I did
about.
watch Don't Look Up.
What do you think?
It was I overall enjoyed it. It was too long for sure. But it was okay. I think some people said they got a lot of anxiety out of it. I didn't really get that. Although I get why you would. Overall, it was okay. Weirdly enough, though, the bit I enjoyed the most was the beginning bit when they were calculating the orbit.
Yeah, that was quite cool. When it's dawning on them.
And then it just gets really like goofy.
I thought it was kind of
not necessarily in a super funny way.
I thought they could have cut an hour out of the film. In all honesty,
Quite easily, yeah.
Rampage for Eagle. Like I think it was definitely too long. But yeah, I did enjoy it. I thought it was good. I quite liked the way everybody responded and everything was caricatured, but I could also imagine it happening where they're like, if we announce this now, do you know what I mean? Like they're thinking, let's just wait until next week. And the fact that they have this other meeting about Supreme Court appointees and stuff, you think that is the kind of stuff where they would like, we're going to do this tomorrow. Like, I liked that. But I almost felt like it was very over the top. And what I think it needed to be funnier if it was going to be that over the top. And it wasn't funny rather than just kind of entertaining and goofy. But there weren't many actual jokes. I feel like if it had been more like, say, the Thick of It writers doing it, it would have been funnier. Like Chris Morris or someone like that doing it could have really added some humor, or like Armando Iannucci, but instead it was like, I don't think it was as funny. Whereas when they did, because it was the same guy who did The Big Short, I thought that was really brilliant. But it wasn't like laugh out loud funny. It was scary and it was a true story, and they had some really brilliant funny moments in it. But it wasn't like pitched as a comedy.
Big Short did. It was like monumental enough and true that it made you think a lot about what was going on then.
Yeah.
I have just received massive news.
Oh, please tell
Which
me.
is?
Eris has just sent me 7 wrapped gifts with a description, an inscription of something about Hoodwink. So.
Oh no, he hasn't. He
Oh.
hasn't.
Oh no.
No, not more hoodwink players.
Have I been baited? Oh, I see. Oh, I see. He's just. Oh my lord. He's just given me a fuck ton of levels. What?
What a legend.
That's insane. There's like. There's genuinely like 200 levels here.
Wow, that's insane.
That's amazing.
Would you like?
I've been gifted.
Would you
by
like
the
to
god
say
himself.
thank you?
I would like to kiss his toes or whatever. Bow down to Eris because oh my god.
145 levels, he says, to get you to hoodwink.
145 levels. Thank you so much.
That's nuts.
Jesus.
Are we doing any awards for that game, by the way?
No, I can't be bothered.
Oh, MVP, I guess. Do you want to give it to Beastmaster? He was pretty good.
Yeah, I think
Sure.
he was good.
Oh,
I mean, it would be tough not to give it to the Razor, whoever the Razor was in that game. But
Fuck NZ FedEx, give it to Basemaster.
all right.
We love Beastmaster. Give it Eris. Give it Eris.
Eris
No,
gets
you've
honorable.
already given KBJ one MVP for fucking paying you money.
I was like 20
We're
gift
not-
subs to K.
We're
That
not
was
encouraging that corruption.
I encouraged that corruption.
Did this happen on a week when I was away? This level
Yes.
Yeah,
of... I'm shocked.
yeah. It's an excellent business opportunity. My God, how much? I don't even want to know how much this costs.
I can work it out. Let's see. He said it's 145, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 24 levels is £8.
Got to get Eris a New Year's present.
It's £45, more or less.
Yeah, 45 or so.
That is a lot.
Dear Pyrian, what the fuck are these MVPs you and the casters pick? How the fuck did Clavs and Sedwa get it? I have nothing against either of these people, but what are you actually doing here? This is a devaluation of the MVP system.
That like quote is definitely up there with like top 3 of my favorite quotes.
Yeah, it's
That
hilarious.
Sportsmanship is hilarious.
Sportsman, it's the earnest nature of the quote that makes it funny.
Just at the end when he says, "What say you to this?"
yeah. Can we do sportsmanship? Let me have a look. This makes me laugh every time I see it. At PFlax, hello. As an middle-aged man, I notice you don't GG after a loss in Dota, and yet will always GG when you win. As I'm an older man myself and grew up playing physical sports, it was always good sportsmanship for the losers to congratulate the winners, yet I see no reverence of this aspect in your attitude. What do you say to this? My favourite part is the fact that he's, after typing this out, it's what do you, like the letter U, say to this?
It's like he's writing to you like you're an MP or something.
And then just left some text speech in by mistake. What do U say to this?
Right honourable member for Twickenham. There it is.
To Sir Edward Forsyth of Twickenham. Sir, I write in distress. Thou lack of sportsmanship hast me irked, and my knees have the dropsy. Why is PFlax still invited to TI? This is a legitimate curiosity I have. This isn't meant to be flaming. In the past, he did some things for the community which I could see influencing Valve to invite him 3 years ago. But what has he done recently?
That guy was just like clearly on Reddit like 5 minutes ago. And someone had said to him, he'd written down, why is PFlax here? Someone had says, he does a lot. And he came to the chat and has asked that.
I mean, I couldn't even begin to tell you how many people in the last couple of years especially, but especially since I started doing the Scrub Dota again with Lewis, have got into Dota because of the in-houses that Eri set up, but that we stream. Like a lot of people have got into Dota because of that. Like not like thousands, but a damn sight more than the fucking tutorial brought in, I guarantee you. I try my best to get people into Dota. Whenever they ask, I say, yeah, it's a commitment, it's hard. Sometimes I jokingly say don't. But I just find it's pretty stupid. Like, I cast all kinds of things that like, if I'm asked or invited to cast a fairly low-level Dota by comparison to, what a lot of these big-time casters are casting, I'll do it. I always try to do what I can to get people into Dota and build a community. I mean, we've got a community here for people who are shit at Dotes and want to have fun anyway and play with chill people. I don't know of many other places like that. Just, if you don't know, shut the fuck up. Go post about B-Cop some more.
Harsh.
I mean, just casting doesn't mean anything either. Just casting games doesn't get people into Dota. You're preaching to the choir. That's the whole point. If all you're doing is casting Dota, that's not bringing in new people. What are they doing for the community? This is a game we want to live, and we need new people. Even if you only get a couple of dozen a year, that's an uptick of some kind. I just don't get it, man. Just going to events and casting them is not building the community. You're maintaining the community. You've got to reach out. People who wouldn't normally watch it. That's the only way to grow the game. And Valve is not doing that. There are very few tournaments that are. As the Red List says, TI is literally the only advertising Dota gets all year. You never see adverts for Dota. When was the last time you saw that? Loaded up Amazon or loaded up fucking Google and an ad that popped up, or on Twitter an advert saying, come play Dota, click this link. Never! They do not do it. So it behooves the rest of us, people that really love the game and want people to play it, to fucking do something about it and try and grow some kind of community to keep people interested in this game. Which in my opinion is the best game ever made. I really mean that. It's ridiculous. What are we waiting on? Who's Inglorious? I recognise the name.
I recognise the picture, to be honest. I recognise the picture.
And Physique Magnifique. I don't recognise that name.
No, I don't recognise that.
Another ancient player that Ares found for us. I'd like it if that was Chrono on that picture of that next to his name. Just taking a picture of himself wearing sunglasses, wearing a headset like a pro gamer, and then he fucking feeds 1 and 15. That would be... You know what got me into Dota? Look at that Chrono, dude. I mean, look at that macro player, dude.
Oh.
Hi.
You weren't sold on it before then.
No, I was still on the fence. That macro player, dude. I'm gonna look up that video right now. That's such a good vid.
So not only did I get that hoodwink thing from one of the treasures, I got the very rare Huskar Golden Snake.
Very nice.
Jumping on all cylinders.
Good thing Huskar will never ever be playable in Dota again.
Yeah.
Bit of a waste of a rare there.
Was it the
kind of cool.
Was it DHL?
It was DHL, yeah.
DHL for what? Oh, the.
Look at that Chrono. What a macro pyre.
Was it DHL?
If someone can find the video.
Radiant team.
It was
like,
DHL. They sponsored the entire thing.
They did. Well, no, there was also like
there was
BMW there and
was
stuff.
like Vodafone.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Because remember, we always like built it up to when DHL would be announced and as the sponsor.
Sounds like Sound thinks they found it. The world is watching. ESL 1 Hamburg ad? Really?
Well, I guess they probably reuse it. Yeah, Magpie, dude.
You dead? Yeah, I'm dead. Dude, look at that macro pyre.
This guy in this clip looks like such a gamer. Ultimate gamer.
I love the way it's like this scuffed, low bitrate fucking... It's fucking Macropire in Chronosphere. Like, it's the least hype thing. You're watching the enemies very slowly burn to death. And that is what we're going to go with.
It was an Intel Core i7.
Dude, look at that Macropire, dude. Oh, so hype.
The only thing that could have made it better was all those old YouTube tutorial vids.
Yeah.
The little fucking, in the top right, the little recording software tag. Where you know it's truly dog shit.
10 seconds remaining.
By the way, look how professional these banners look from LVPs and Tommy Team.
Yeah.
These are the two best banner games in the business. Not the funniest, not the wittiest, but goddamn the prettiest.
What has that act got below? Is it just him saying "ga"?
I think so.
Should have been Shalott, Mary, Mother of God.
Careful from Shalott. He's the
Oh, who was that I'm casting with? That sounds like OD.
Oh,
No, it's not. Oh my god, yes, that Chrono.
No.
Wait, in the Chrono 2 Electric Boom Chrono League mode.
On all of his teams, on everyone on his team. Wow. That is the worst Chrono I've ever. That is Charlotte. He's Chrono one.
Seconds remaining.
You can see Charlotte thinking, I am going to Chrono this Underlord. And going for it.
On all of his teams, on everyone.
It's just so bad. It's so bad.
It might be worse than the original.
I think it actually is.
I just love it. It's on like a Wraith King. Like he's not even going to kill him in the Chrono anyway. Like,
Yeah.
There's nothing redeemable about it.
But I think it isn't it an Underlord? No, it is. It is a Wraith King. You're right. It is a Wraith King. Couldn't tell for a second. It's a big chunky lad.
5 seconds.
But yeah. So what? He kills him once. Now Chrono is down. His entire team is dead because of it. Remarkable. Just remarkable. Mr. Hyde says, I had this problem with Dota. I really like the game, but in my experience, in 9 out of 10 of my games, people grief after the first 5 minutes. Flaming each other and wishing each other cancer and other things. I think I might stop playing Dota because this is really not fun at all. I try hard, play support, buy all awards, poll, etc. But yeah, to me it seems $80 of all people playing a toxic while being safe at home behind a monitor. Sucks. I believe that is command worthy.
You've got to play with mates. You can't solo queue.
Don't solo queue.
Don't.
Genuinely.
Unless you mute everyone, just mute everyone.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not that bad. Griefing after 5 minutes. And yeah, it's pretty. Eri is finally a cynic and says it's a command bait. I don't think it's it's genuine to say that $80 worth of all people are toxic and that it's just awful.
$80 worth.
I mean, I don't know if you
so
play.
Funny to me that he
It
missed
is.
the percent button.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like you don't play other multiplayer games or the only ones you play are like super small communities or whatever. Yes, we know it's 80%. It's funnier that it's $80 worth. Like I'm trying to think of games that I play that are competitive that I play outside of Stack. Like I have played Hell Let Loose solo queue, if you like, and it's fucking horrible. People are shouting at each other, fucking flaming each other, blaming this guy, blaming that guy, constantly. I just think that's the nature of online gaming because that's the nature of the internet. People are fucking hostile and horrible. The idea that it's Dota is laughable. Just genuinely laughable. People are unbelievably toxic in every single game where you have to work together and they can blame someone else for their woes. Every single time.
If you subscribe to the PFlax Twitch channel for the low price of $4.99, only $4.99, you don't have to deal with your $80 worth of toxicity anymore.
You can play with
here,
nice goons.
Play with nice goons. Sub. Voiceberry is a bold pick. I don't think we've ever seen it perform particularly well. I presume it's Zoe paying it, as she is normally the mid player.
I don't know. I mean, Zoe normally goes mid on certain heroes. She's like me, she has a very, very limited pool of heroes to play mid.
Prime Satum just resubbed for 1 month.
Well, I say that. I'll play anything mid, but that are actually in any way decent. It's even more limited.
Now, this is going to be, of course, the Nyx Assassin Pos 3 reveal. the most dogshit pick in Dota. So if you've picked your Wraith King already, you need to be thinking about what plays well against Wraith King. Personally, Drow is one of the strongest carries that isn't like a mana burning hero.
Right.
That plays against Wraith King.
I think playing into the whole mana burning thing is a big boo boo.
It is a big boo boo, especially now the shard 20 minutes in just gets rid of the problem.
Yeah. It's like that'll you might get him twice with the whole mana burn thing, but It's just not worth it. You need to think of something that can kite him, essentially. Like think of him like any other melee. Oh my god, this is an offlane Wraith King.
Pos 3 Wraith King with a Pos 2 Jug.
So
they're saving Pos 1 for last pick.
Okay, my money is on Radiant right now. Because this is either a core tree or a core spirit breaker, and in either case, I think it's bad. This is a Jack core tree. I'm predicting that.
I can believe it.
And it is going to fucking fail.
But they are saving Pos 1 last pick, so they're putting all the eggs in the Pos 1 basket. And whilst I wasn't
Medusa is in the pool.
It is.
And we know the lads cannot beat Medusa.
Timbersaw! That's a good pick against this Spirit Breaker and Treant.
Yeah. Here it comes. Medusa is right there. Gives you... I mean, the only problem is the Nyx mana burn is really obnoxious for you.
It is very obnoxious, but...
But, if that's all you're worried about...
I think Nyx's E is the more obnoxious thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't have much damage to put into a Chrono, so Face of Void wouldn't really work.
But we do know that the lads struggle against Medusa.
We do. I don't doubt that Medusa could be a good pick.
AM is also available.
Yeah, AM versus Timber and lane is very sketchy.
Yeah, but it's... I think Timber mid...
It's Timber mid, isn't it? You're right. Nyx Wraith King, I really don't know what I'd pick here as a carry.
I would not pick PA here. I would not pick PA here, chat.
No, it's banned. It's banned anyway.
Okay.
I could see a Slark working reasonably well. I don't think I could see a Terrorblade.
Okay.
I don't think any of the strength.
That I definitely didn't see coming. Because I would not want to triple down on strength into Timbersaw.
I don't. Yeah, I literally, as I said the words, I don't think any of the strength cores really work. They picked Sven.
I do not like that at all, and it's bonks Sven. It's by the way, it's Inglorious Tree. I was incorrect, and it is Jack Spirit Breaker. All right, well, if I was a betting man, and I'm gonna predict. My money is on. Oh, I can't fucking.
You do have infinity eggs, so yeah.
I can't bet. Oh yeah.
I will. The one thing for the Sven this game is Jug has a very bad matchup against Sven, but against Timber, it's really really hard.
I think they have literally lost it already. I would be amazed if they were able to do something here.
But they're having to draft around what can bonks play, and Sven is at least the basic bitch of carries.
But this is just going to be miserable for bonks.
Yes, it is. But
who's putting money on Dire here? You guys are insane. You are insane. People going for the value bet. Okay, that's how the bookies make their money. Just saying.
But the casters are always wrong. We've discussed this before. And look how cool that Void Spirit looks. He's got the edgy red shit on. You know that's cool.
Good luck. It is a core Spirit Breaker.
Prepare for battle.
Skins equal wins.
Jack is, as per usual, 100% spot on. The best skins do win.
That is a very pog Void Spirit set. He looks so chill. He's just got his hand out like that the whole time. He's like, oh, just a sec. Or he's just about to blow his nose. Or he's about to sneeze. Hold on. He's going to sneeze. Hold on. Hold on. No, it's gone.
I think once I've enjoyed my well-earned cavern crawl set for Faceless Void for a while, I will be purchasing the Drow Arcana. It is too bloody good to miss, but
no, the bets for the way the bets work is that if you bet let's say you bet 100k on win for Dire and no one else bets on Dire and 1 million siders go on win for Radiant, you win that money. Like it's based on a share of the prize pool. So if it's even, that's when you basically win back double what you bet. So if it's 500k each way, you're going to get back double your money basically. But if you are one of the few that bear... No, you say we know, Ted, but someone didn't, Myers. So shut the fuck up.
What he means is, I know, and yet
Such
he went
an
for the
idiot.
Wii.
Just an
It's the
insufferable
royal
jerk.
Wii. Look, it's the royal Wii.
We know, Ted. In response to a literal question from chat. It's just incredible. It is mid-Timber. I don't know how he fares against Void. I'm going to say probably this is just going to be one of those stalematey. Void can escape Timber. Timber can escape Void and doesn't really care. It's going to miss the last hits.
I mean, the good thing for Timber is he does magical damage, not physical damage. So
yeah.
The Bombington Bee shield is not as effective, but it should be pretty dull. I mean, when they get level 6, they'll both, you know, Timber will go for kills and Bombington Bee will dodge them. That is how this is going to go.
I mean, but Timber should just be coming to any other lane, because especially bot lane, there's plenty of kills to be had here. Yes, I hate the vials. The vials on the river are the worst thing in Dota. I honestly believe that.
It's so bloody bright. It's genuinely a flashbang right now.
Schmupster needs to at least get some of these. Come on, man. It's fucking unbelievable.
I mean, I know the one denied Bombington Bee's got is a range creep, so he's got the advantage there, but Schmupster is a very experienced Timber, so he will eventually, I think, start winning this lane.
He does like these offlaners. Punch. I would like to see Inglorious just literally chase the line about. Punch. Oh, that ain't it. The problem is that they've paired Tree with someone who can't also harass. Like, the dream that you... That's why the Veno Tree lane works so well. Because you have double slow and you have harass from your other. Jack is just going to be farming. And other than a charge, he essentially doesn't do anything. He's not going to be getting in there. But Chrono should be worried. The problem is, Lion, you know, has a pretty good stun against Spirit Breaker when he's charging in. Needs to be getting on this pole. This pole malarkey. Pretty good, I hear.
What's Hunter up to?
Don't respond to chat when they're trying to be clever played. Your point is correct. Your point is correct. Eri just has to be Mr. Fucking pulls out his notebook, consults it, is often wrong, but happy to correct it.
We can't let Eri get uppity these days. He's running up to the one nice thing that happens to him every year, which is he gets a minor shout out in the end of season awards.
Grudging is how I put it.
We can't let him get ego before that happens. Oh, Hunter just spins on him. Chrono's not casting any stuns. That was the worst.
I don't know why they're not going on this Lion right now, or going on the Jug right now. Like, they've got all this shit down. Go, kill! Yeah, there's a first blood right there. Kill Hunter too. What? They'll let him get away with this, team. Yeah. Oh, check, my god.
What's Jack doing wrong? Is he missing
just missing them, like cancelling his animation to miss, and then cancelling it again to miss the other one.
Physique Magnifique and Zoe battling out in the top lane. Bonks is not doing too bad. 12 CS? It's not bad. And she doesn't have to lane against fucking Timber, so...
I mean, this is not a very scary lane for Sven, I don't think, with the Grim there.
No, God no. There's no threat at all, really. But...
You know what would be great is if Zoe was doing anything other than just fucking standing about with the back, eating a tango, and then failing to pull.
Fancy pull? Oh.
That's a good edge. Shouldn't have executed the blacksmith.
Alright, where's the excitement gonna happen? It's three very, very safe lanes, you know? There's no pizzazz. I'm just watching Bombington Bee fuck
Yeah,
up,
this is
fuck up his bottle.
dull. A
Do-
dull
do-
game 3 so far.
do
Boo! Boo, I say!
Yeah.
Kill the healing ward, yes? God, get a bash check. What's up, my brother?
There we go, on the range creep. So this is something I've noticed consistently from Tommy T, and by that I've noticed him do it 3 times in a row. He keeps bottling while Schmupster's just punching him, not realizing that the bottle just gets cancelled. Maybe he's been playing too much Agslab, you know, where the bottle goes through even when you're damaged.
Oh.
Because he's just lost all of his HP and all of his regen.
Yeah.
He keeps doing it.
After I played Agslab, so the bottle in Agslab is on your TP scroll. So I just kept TPing. When I was in trouble, I'd just start TPing in the middle of the fight.
Good punching, Inglorious. Get some fucking mana regen.
B is now in trouble. Schmutter's got his level 6. The lane is over. Bombington B is very sad. You should feel sad. Because he's played bad.
He has played bad.
Sad because bad.
The game. I'm going to enjoy telling him to GG at 20 minutes. I'm looking forward to it greatly.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, God, you know when you just really click your back properly? It's bloody good feeling.
No, it's really bad for you.
Oh, who cares? Lots of things are bad for you. Fuck it.
What's the point of chiropractors?
They're bullshit.
They are large.
That's why you have to get them on private.
Ah.
It's absolute bollocks. The idea that it's all posture, that's the problem. It's nothing to do with fucking, oh, we just need to click this and make it go clonk and then you'll be fine. It's bollocks.
Oh, Bobby, you are.
I don't know why he didn't do the old chung
Astral
thing.
Steph, yeah. I guess he's gonna try and go top. They should be able to read this from a mile away.
Nick's in trouble.
Got him.
Bro. What is
Bro.
Tommy T's Void Spirit build?
What, you mean the...
Isn't Dissimilate
What?
really good?
Yeah.
100%. It does the most damage out of all
But
of
he's
his
maxing the Remnant thing. Or he's got 2
Yeah,
levels
I
in the
know.
Remnant thing.
I would genuinely go like 1-4-2 in terms of abilities. You get the E early on to last hit the range creep with, but your W does way more damage than anything else. And not getting any levels in it is confusing.
And it's magical damage, which of course Timber hates.
Jack's gonna get a double kill down bot lane.
Punched.
Well done, Jack.
202. This is what I love to see. It's a fucking throne walking towards him in top lane. I do love that set. So stupid. Longcat Kasabi, are you planning on raiding someone at the end of your stream? I like sleeping to your fine voice, but I don't want to wake up to some random person.
I don't think Ted has ever raided or hosted at the end of the stream unless he was paid to or for charity.
That's not true. Occasionally someone
Is it
says
not?
to me, hey, why don't you raid so-and-so? Oh, to be fair, they're streaming for charity is also a reason I don't raid. I just forget, in all honesty. Who am I going to raid? No one streams... That's true, but no one puts in the fucking hours that I put in. I'm like numero uno streamer in the Yogscast by hours. Year after year, month after month.
Fucking
if you don't put in the yards, you don't get the fucking prizes.
Then you can get some raid time.
Impress me. I'm like one of those American bosses. Oh, you only put in 700 hours this week. Could do better.
Just do what Big Smithy does, alright? Instead of donating to all those titty streamers, just host them instead. They're more appreciative.
Does Smitty host the titty streamers as well?
Well, wasn't that fucking the lad we found when we were watching this old lore, like someone called Big Smitty or something like that?
Mate, Big Smitty was watching the titty streamers and dumping money on them. He was a top donator on a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, but so instead of dumping money, you dump viewers.
Oh, so I'd become the Big Smitty of streamers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll tell you what, at the end of tonight, we'll raid someone that I do not know, and we'll see what comes of it.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to go on Schmupster here. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work. Oh god. I would love it if they all died. Oh, the bash!
No, he's going to get bashed. He's going to get some bashes. Oh, no. Oh, no.
And he's away.
He could turn and kill some of them.
Oh, the charge. Beautiful.
Oh, it only took 3 of them 10 years.
Yeah, I think if he stuck to it, he could have killed some kills for sure.
Coward, we're saying.
Absolute cowardice.
Also, you know,
Radiant's middle
just fucking
tower
man up,
is
mate.
under attack.
Get in there.
True.
You're Timbersaw. You got ganked by 2 strength heroes.
That Big Smitty was seen first on.
Who fucking remembers that shit?
Remembers what?
What Ashwin just asked.
I
What
missed
channel was
it.
Big Smitty first located on?
Oh, it was. Oh, what was her
Yes, right
name?
now.
Oh, fuck me. Chat, what was her name from the Big Smitty channel? I followed her, of course.
Yeah. Just raid Gemothy. That'll do.
Taylor Javot. Thank you, Barney Barnabas. Straight in there. Taylor Javot. Who's Taylor Javot? Oh, Bonks, you made a big boo-boo.
What if Big Smitty is not a single person but a collective?
The Big Smitty. We are the Big
He's
Smitty.
so shit at this hero. He has legitimately just played this for the fucking set. That's all.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Let's look at the clip then.
Thank you, Big Smitty.
How much did he drop?
Oh, I can't remember. But we found some other titty streamer, and he was
Yeah, we
like
found
number
we
1
found
on
a few.
her stream as well.
He's just a verified legend.
Oh!
Oh,
Five
inglorious! That was
stars.
sexy.
Bommy!
So shit.
Why aren't you fingering Chrono? Yes! Oh, Bommy B. The legend.
Stance is right. Is Jonas our Big Smitty?
Thank you, Jonas! Oh my god! Alright, next time Jonas does anything, which might be a while because I think he's probably broke as a result of supporting this stream, we're going to do that. I'll write his name on my forearm and everything.
No, just right across your forehead. Like, across
my forehead with a fucking Sharpie. Oh my god, Dr. Jonas, thank you so much! Mm. And then never mention you again.
Make sure that the thing you write it on is like down on the floor. You got to bend right over.
Oh, of course.
Oh, the Hail Bob clip is good.
That was like how to be a streamer or something. Oh, Hunter, get these lasties. Yes.
Jack
in trouble.
Is suicided for the cause.
Oh.
Has he?
What?
Oh, the
So he's dead.
Tick. Tick.
Bonks on. What's his face? Bombington B comes in. Oh, that's a nice jump onto
Who
the
tries to
lad.
use his ulti? It doesn't matter.
But what if it did matter?
Yeah.
Whoa,
it's
look
really-
out, young
looks
bonks.
impressive. Buyback from Nyx Assassin.
I cannot believe this maxing of Q and E before W. Oh, the stun comes through.
No, it's so
Bombington
fucking
B's
poor.
fine. He just
Yeah,
takes
he's
it away.
fine, but it's just poor.
It is.
You just hate to see it, is the thing.
Oh,
Oh, he's actually
here's
dead.
his thing.
Oh!
They get
Oh!
Oh my god.
Is that
Schmuck
complicated
God.
to stay away from trees when you're running
No.
away?
No, it's not.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
There's the
Dire's
clip.
structures are fortified.
Jonas didn't watch the videos. I think he just took the VODs and uploaded them. Because here's the thing, that I was thinking about, why would anybody do that? And the best logic I can come up with is, in Jonas's mind, there's no way he would have donated all this money to the stream unless it was worth doing. Therefore, these VODs must be worth saving, surely. Otherwise, what has this all been about? Here comes Nyx.
What's the point?
So Jonas is uploading the videos to justify to himself.
Spending all the money.
You're breaking my headcanon that you are now the PFlax Encarta 21. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Do you mean Encarta like the old CD fucking encyclopedia you used to get, Dave? Oh, lads, you're in trouble.
That's a dieback on Nyx.
Encarta. You know, I remember when me and Mrs. F were first going out, her brother had a computer. She didn't have one, but he had one. He was kind of spoiled. Anyway, lovely guy. He had Encarta, and he had the IMDb CD that you could buy, which just had what made it POG for its time was that it had movie clips on. Like, it literally had clips of Jaws and clips of fucking Raiders of the Lost Ark and all the rest of it. Like, that was the whole point, was that it had clips.
What is going on?
What do you mean?
How have both players just fucked up in such a massive way? Oh my god, can we just end it?
Oh, he's caught Jack!
Where's the Spirit Brick going?
He's charging Wraith King? He's charging through a Wraith King.
And how he's going to die to said Wraith King? Look at this. Does he know? He doesn't realise. Oh my god, dude.
He's going to live as well. That's the annoying thing.
That is pretty annoying.
I just...
Do you think
I
you just saw him
wanted to
again?
end-
Oh my god.
Oh my god, Nyx is going to die instead.
Alright, here comes Schmupster, probably to clean up at least Zoe.
Oh yes, a kill.
Could have dodged that, Bommy. Put the little pachu.
Dissimulate.
Not really a dodger, is he, Bombington B?
Inglorious definitely could have used his ult earlier.
It's just so terrible.
He's going for an ATOS on tree.
Man, I thought the worst oats was in the second game.
No, it's always the third.
Yeah, even if the players should be better, it's still worst oats.
Who did we say was going to win this?
ATOS.
Yeah, I said ATOS. 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 You ever seen ATOS on tree? When me and Tom were doing the poker, for some reason we started talking about Waterworld, and there was one line that stuck with both of us. And you guys have seen Waterworld, right? The Kevin Costner movie? Maybe not. All right. Oh yeah, I guess it was before your time. It did come out in like 1996. Anyway, there's a scene in it where they come across this guy who spent way too long at sea, and he's like, the whole premise of Waterworld is that the entire Earth is covered in water, apart from a tiny little peak, supposedly, of land. Oh my god, Bommy's just gone in. That's a good stun.
Good double charge.
But they're going on Wraith King, who has 2 lives, boys. Hunter is He has Ags! My heavens!
What is going on in this game?
What?
Don't try, Plague. Do not try.
It's weird to me that in my head, Radiant have been absolutely crushing this game the entire time, and yet Dire is still 1 kill up, and it's only 1k gold lead. So what have Dire done well that I just haven't noticed?
Well, Hunter has done fucking nothing.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Oh my god, just fucking look at the net worth, man. Bombington B. Oh, dude, just fucking call it. 20. I joked I'd say call it at 20 minutes, but unironically, just fucking call it. What do you do?
I don't know how they kill Shmup ever. Like, his team are so garbage. You've got Bleak Giant, who, bless him, is a lovely lad, but is absolutely abysmal. You've got Hunter, who's just done absolutely nothing. Seems permanently out of mana. But if you just drop Schmupster into this mix, and they become an unbeatable machine. That's where we're at.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
As per usual, we can blame Airy. It's all sorted out when we do that.
I must say, young Mr. Dinok, we've spoken about this previously, and I know that the lads seem happy just picking, but there must be some kind of seeding spreadsheet that we could produce, rather than just saying pick whoever you like. Because the last 2 or 3 weeks, it's been very stompy. I think what helped was when we had people helping these guys to draft, because they just have no idea. But equally, I think people just don't know who's good and who's not.
On the charge on Bleak. This is kind of deep.
Well, they'll kill Chrono, which is the right choice.
Yeah, but he's going to be back with the Axe form.
He doesn't know. He doesn't realise. Now he does.
They might kill Schmupster.
Yeah, this is a big kill if you get him. Oh my god, the deeps.
Oh my
lord.
God.
Where are you going, Schmupster? Kill him.
I think he's worried that Bonks might turn up or something.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Ooh, swing and a miss.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
What is heart a thing you can get on Timber? Like, I feel like the added regen would be even more pog.
What is Hunter doing? Okay,
Getting 2 kills, mate. Getting 1 kill, mate. Oh, here we go.
Has no mana.
Down. For it.
The fire.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bonk's just chilling. Bonk's straight chilling. Bleak Giant is going to give her the runoff.
Bonk is just trying to have a fun game, you know? You've been told you're going to play carry, you're going to play Sven. You got to do it against a try-hard on Timber. You know, you just got to make what joy out of the game you can. For any carry player, it's just hitting creeps.
I will say one thing that's funny is Schmupster has tried to get the last hit on the last 2 towers they've taken, and each time some support has stolen it from them.
Chrono sniping it with the plus 60 damage talent, that's what counts.
Hello. Bonks now being hunted.
Oh, that's so sad.
Steal it, Chrono! Yes!
Good shit.
Blink Ether Lens line.
Human... Sorry, so Eri says player drafts can be as optimized as humanly possible person to person. But then Schmupster picks Timber and they put Bonks on pos 1. But it can't just be the draft. Every time.
I think it is a lot to draft.
Because Tommy T has picked a hero he doesn't know how to play because he looks cool. He's got cool items.
Right. No, yeah.
An abysmal player on carry, and then they have someone on their absolute best hero that they're like level 24 on Dota Plus and going mid.
This is why I think we need to have 1 game a week, which is support versus support, because that actually plays to the strengths of the goons. Most of them are support players at heart. Like, those are always the most fun games.
At least Schmup's just fucking around a bit and going Manta now. He's realised that he's going to look bad if he just wins this game.
He's also thinking, if I dumpster this and a few more games, people will say I shouldn't be in the Inhouses, which is just, honestly, fucking heresy.
Well, they're chasing down Zoe. She'll get out. It's largely just watching this team walk around and taking objectives. It's very
I'm just going to focus
relaxing.
on Schmupster and hands off the keyboard, because this is pretty much the lad that they cannot kill.
I will be honest, in game 2 I was lying on the ground, not looking at the screen. I was so fucking
Were you actually lying on the ground?
I was, unironically, I found a pillow and lay on the ground and occasionally threw out comments that sounded kind of right.
You
or asked
dickhead.
questions. Like, I was still talking more than Ashwin, that's what's impressive.
That's true. You guys do still enjoy doing this, don't you?
I still enjoy doing this, yeah.
Active one of this evening, so I don't know what I was doing the other 2.
You reckon you've been the most active co-commentator this evening?
What?
Is that what you said?
No, I said that the second game was my most active.
Oh. Oh, they got him!
If I wasn't very active in the second game, then I've been even less so for the other 2.
Shocking.
Well, that was some genuinely impressive chain stunning. I will give them that.
Oh,
And
we did a lot in the second game. We talked about vitamin C and.
That's when you perked up.
And Dumbledore. Yeah, I'm really here. Honestly, the Dota sickens me sometimes. So I just chat about stuff that is normal.
Jack's putting in a good shift here. Got the kill on Schmupster with some well-timed bashes. He's charged across the map to kill next.
Doing the biz.
They've got this game.
Have you guys seen Greyhound?
Greyhound?
Yeah, it's a World War II Tom Hanks movie. He's the captain of a destroyer or something, one of those kind of ships out there. I think it's a destroyer, looking for submarines and protecting a convoy, a transatlantic convoy during World War II.
Mm-hmm.
And my mum loved it because she fucking loves Tom Hanks. Like, if we're scrolling through Netflix, she goes, "Oh, what's that?" She doesn't know anything about it. It was, if it's got Tom Hanks in it, she's like, "What's that? I want to watch that." She loves him. I think he reminds her of Jimmy Stewart, who was like the Mr. America go-to guy back in the day. It's just a very likable, easy guy to watch on film. And I would say Tom Hanks definitely fits that bill. You know what you're going to get with a Tom Hanks movie. He's going to be Tom Hanks, and it's going to be probably, especially in recent times, a semi-realistic, fairly sort of reasonably... Oh!
You're not shrubby. It's probably not the best idea Jack's ever had.
This Jack no shard thing is not good.
Hunter!
Take a tree, LT.
The ult is...
Look at the damn, there we go. Go on, box.
Oh my god, there's clones as well.
Kill Hunter! Kill Hunter!
Hunter has nothing left. They're turning it around.
The ATOS!
Game!
The finger's not gonna land, they're gonna kill them all!
Yes, lads, go lads!
Oh, but they're all still alive! The Wraith King shit! The lion is just chilling, he's stunned! They get them all! Oh my days!
Not thinking that Bonks would pick her best hero Sven and just carry the game.
Yeah, well on Eri, you fucking unbalanced this, mate.
Terrible balance.
Melt. Eri melt.
How is Schmupster dying this fast? I know he's getting leashed, and then the double charge comes in and seems to do a bit of damage, but he seems to take so much more than I expected he would. Maybe it's just the Phantom, it's just ruining him, he can't click it.
Yep.
Does he think Manta is going to help? Because I don't think it does.
Well, it does purge it, right?
Does it? I didn't think it did.
I think Yule's is the one that doesn't, and Manta's the
right,
one that does.
Right.
Because you're like not, you're not in a, you're not a thing.
Don't try and logic it, Ashwin.
No, he's
beyond.
right. You stop being a thing
think,
and you become three things. He's right.
I don't know what word I meant to use.
We got you.
Maybe, I don't know.
The other thing is, of course, that it's a Wraith King post 3 with Axe, so that does have something to do with it.
Yeah, that might be the tipping point.
They just double smoked. I don't know if it's too important, but I do want to point that out.
Oh, they're going to catch Zoe B out. Leave me.
Down.
I'm just gonna, I've switched my perspective. I thought Schmupster was the hero to watch. It's Jack. Jack is the hero this game needs.
Jack is the man. He's got Shadowblade now.
We were flaming him earlier.
He gets a silver edge.
It is true. The set does matter.
He gets a silver edge. I'm telling you.
Jack isn't the one with the good set. That's Bomby B, and Bomby B is still playing terrible.
Oh, Bomby B's set's average at best.
Bomby B's set is average at best. Are you crazy?
That's a 15 quid set. I got it.
It's 150 quid, isn't it?
No, it's not.
I'm pretty sure it is, dude.
Bro, I bought it. Why wouldn't I have bought it if it's 150 quid?
Hidden Vector.
Am I confusing this with a different one? I'm pretty sure this set was at least was expensive.
It's not 150 quid expensive.
I'm tuning into Void Spirit on the store.
Oh god! Bomby B can't dodge all of this. But they're not following it up. Meanwhile, in the background, they're going on Schmupster. They got the bashes. There's the oh, they can get the meme hammer. Then they get the O off on him. And the root.
Oh my god, they're gonna get him.
He's dead.
The lockdown is insane.
They do have the lockdown. Here comes and there's a more. Oh, what? Oh, did he cancel? Chrono whiffs a stun. They're gonna get this lion here. He dead.
Physical magnifique just start capping this right for a second. They're actually gonna lose this game.
Oh my god, if they do. Was eine Comeback, Freunde!
I stand corrected. At its peak was 45 quid. Anyway, go on.
You say, chat, that they committed everything to kill Schmupster. He is the only one they need to kill. You have a Lion who can't land a stun and just has a blink. You have a Wraith King who has rushed Ags and then has a blink and does nothing else. You have a Nyx who's just nixing it up. He's just a stun. Then you have a Jug who, to be fair to Hunter, has not been playing particularly well. You kill Schmupster, all of a sudden, you've got actually quite a lot out of them. Like, that's pretty much all you need to do is get that. Why is Zoe here?
Oh, this could be trouble.
That was poor. Zoe has Glimmer. Had Glimmer that entire time.
Yes, Chrono. I don't know what Bonks is doing here because this is dangerous. Bonks could definitely be caught by the blink stop.
Go for the BKB TP.
Tower is under attack.
Oh, it's going to be close. Woo!
That's fun.
Wasted a few more seconds of their time. Love it.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh man, if Jonas wins this bet, he's going to be the rich Siderman. I want you to put it all back into subs. That's the growing. That's the growing market.
Reinvest. The market's booming.
On NTS, non-thanked subscriptions.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Hunter
Radiant's top
closing in on an Ags of their own. Jack, I think this is Silver Edge flying out for Jack. It is. That is VPOG. Bonk could have killed all of them if he had turned. See, Marina, this is why I'm glad you're not in this game. Because you want to throw it for the Dire team.
Bonk.
Bonk could not.
Alright, what's the... I mean, as everyone says, Shard is desperately needed for Jack. He's getting his Ags first, but he's got it queued up. It'll arrive eventually. And who needs Shard anyway? He's got Silver Edge already.
Oh, the Waterworld story. So, the idea of the game is, oh, Zoe's going to walk up to her death. Has Glimmer. Uses it. In comes Jack. The break is still there. They are going to lose Zoe, but she's got her ult off. There's the big ult from Inglorious, but he gets hexed. Hunter gets the ult off as well. They must kill Schmupster. He's so low. Oh no, you get him! They get him! They do get him, but at what cost? They can lose everybody here. This is a disaster. Bonk's going big.
Bonk.
Bonks did not BKB early enough there, really. It was rough, but...
Oh, here goes Big Giant. He wants it. Oh, nice.
Videos.
Anyway, so in the story, so the idea, like I said, the whole planet is covered in water, and they ride around on these catamarans, and Kevin Costner has one, and at the start of the film, he's got, for various reasons, he's got a couple of people on his ship, and he bumps into this other ship, and they trade. Trade! And it's this guy with this really weird fake Irish accent, and he, bear in mind, in this world, there's none of the old commodities. It's basically only like trash that people have managed to find floating around. And he's like, do you want to trade? He goes, look what I've got here. Paper. Have you ever seen paper? He's like, got some sheets of paper. He's like, don't want it. He's like, oh, come on, you gotta trade something for me. Come on now, you got it all, man. You know, like that. Anyway, we just thought the way he says, paper. Have you ever seen paper? Was very funny.
Literally movie version of Raft. Just lads hooking in random bits of shit.
Yep. I mean, honestly, when it came out, so it was Waterworld was a huge flop. When it came out, it was a big thing about what a big flop it was.
We're going on the Wraith King here. Gonna get the first life.
That's one. He is
That was a
dead.
good charge.
That was really good. Really good. Where you going, Wraith King? Where you going?
But up. I wonder if If you run out of XP range with the little illusion thing, do you think they don't get XP?
I don't know. Why wouldn't you pick up the bounty rune, Bonks? I'm very curious.
Questions for another day. Ye Mad Scientist pops up with the main reason it was a flop was because a fucking hurricane destroyed the expensive set.
No, that is not the main reason it was a flop. No. So this was an era when people did not spend that much money on films. Genuinely. Like, it was like $100 million or something they had to spend on this film. It was a disaster. And there were a lot of problems apparently with like rewrites and changing of script and edits. And they did indeed lose their set to a hurricane. And filming at sea was like a big challenge, as it always is. And this was like pre-CGI, so you actually had to build this shit at sea and then like film on it and stuff. Like, it's tough. So that was a big problem. But the main reason it flopped is Kevin Costner's stock was not at its highest as the story went on. About how much it cost, difficulties on set, everybody being like all these stories that came out. Because it was a big thing at the time. How much did they spend on this film? You know, nobody could believe it. It was like such a big fucking gamble that it seemed like they'd taken. So that was really why it failed. Not purely because... Oh, Jack has charged something here. He has gone in on this Timbersaw.
Going on the Schmupster, they got the...
Good stun.
Oh, can they get Schmupster here?
It's a good tree ulti. Where's Bonks? Oh, Bonks was not
They do get tree.
Schmupster is
Bonks
really
not ulting,
tough.
not BKBing. Still not ulting on Bonks. There we go.
They're gonna get Bombington B. Run, Hunter.
Hunter is dead.
No. Yep, no, he's dead.
Meanwhile,
Gonna be
Bleak
a 1v4.
versus Inglorious.
Here we go. I think Bonks wins whatever this is.
Ah!
That is a pretty decent fight for Radiant, though.
That
I'll
is.
take that,
And look at the dire creeps are ready to come in bot here, though.
I mean,
The only reason that was a good fight was the first 10 hits that Bonk made in that fight. She did not ulti for some unknowable reason. She wasn't silenced, not stunned, just chose not to ulti.
It's called Goonery.
And what it is Goonery. Prime Goonery.
Goonery.
But that means that even with Prime Goonery from their most farmed and most important hero, they still came out, I'd say, on top of that fight.
Yeah, I think so. Given where they were, looking at the graph, it's kind of static actually. 51 to 49.
For a BKB, he probably would just live.
Bonks is going to run.
Dumbass fucking Manta.
Yeah, but now he's going Yules as well, which is not the worst item, but BKB just solves all his problems as opposed to...
Yeah, he just needs a BKB.
Yeah, but then he'd buy a BKB and it's boring and cringe, and why would you do that? You got to be cool and swirly.
I don't know why Jack is doing this. I think Jack needs a BKB next, which is what he's going for. It's very hard for him to do Jack things in the fight if he's permanent stunned. Nyx is coming up here. There's a DD in the river. Just grab it. Okay.
Stolen.
Interestingly, no one on Dire has dust, despite the Nyx assassin.
Yeah, the fact Jack doesn't even have it is shocking. Like, he's got a gauntlet of strength over dust.
Yeah, I was literally about to comment on the gauntlet strength idea.
Oh, now he just wants to die. They know he's here. There's the dust. This is such a fucking feed, Jack. That is such a fucking feed, dude.
Dead for 80 seconds. Radiant now get Roche for free.
There's no excuse for how bad that was. What was he doing? Even if he finds someone, none of his team are there to help. Not one person. Will they realise that Roche is the play here? No. Bleak Giant has to farm the small camp. They're not going to do Roche, are they?
No, they're not.
Bonks is actually going to die.
Oh, Bonk in trouble.
Bonks? You can see this happening!
What is going on? What is going on? I just don't want to... I don't even want to talk about it.
That was the worst thing we've seen since last week in Carl Butts Jr.
Oh...
Just unbelievable. Just unfucking believable.
Funny is just depressing.
Because that's not Dota knowledge, that's just not having eyes.
Like, that's not seeing them. No, seeing them taking your shrine, realizing they just killed Jack like a minute ago. Not even that. I think they've actually just lost. They're gonna lose 2 lanes.
50 seconds. Oh, Dark Portrait. Dark Portrait of Jug is a lot of damage. But
Get from this Grimstroke. That's a big kill. Grimstroke, no buyback either.
Look at this Dark Portrait go.
It's fucking owning Hunter.
Oh,
alright, Jack's dead again.
It's over. It's over. GG. Wow, what a truly depressing end to this game.
Why did they just goon it? I don't understand. They didn't have to goon it, and yet they did.
Well, bonks.
Finger! Fucking finger him! Grrr! If he gets away there, I'm so angry. Chrono's just sitting there sucking on him. Just fucking finger him, man!
Sounds of frustration are great.
What are they waiting for with these fingers?
Do it!
Bonks!
Bonks, not BKB,
your ult and your BKB!
Chrono, please! Oh, he's done it.
BKB not used, ulti not used. Unbelievable.
It's actually beyond belief how time after time the goons are able to throw. It's just incredible. Is no one on her team helping? No one pointing out? Use your BKB and your ult and you will kill them. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. It's like the whole point of the fucking hero.
Oh, we get 2 Dark Portraits on the Jug and the Rig. That's nice. That's big for the time being. Let's just kill the Dark Portraits, please. What is Hunter doing? Thank you.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Oh.
For fuck's
sake. We're aware.
We got a decent copy pasta from Always the Storming Eagle. Might I offer an explanation for the Wraith King running away after dying twice? To understand this play, you have to consider where he was heading towards. He was going to the secret shop. Now, why would he go to the secret shop? Of course, to buy an item which he cannot buy elsewhere. What item? Refresher. He was going to refresh his ult so he wouldn't die at all. Really just a top-level play that went missed by the casters, so I wouldn't want to point it out here.
I don't want to Arielda knock this.
The recipe is...
Recipe needs a
you need it from the store. Nice try, though, Eagle. A decent shout, but incorrect.
I prefer Ares one, to be honest. Sven and Slard are too strong on Radiant. I think it's over, lads. that was a great moment.
Well, they really dragged themselves back into this game, Dire. And then in the space of 2 minutes, were able to completely throw the chance they had of winning. And now they went from 51% advantage to being down 88-12. Just incredible.
When he creeps a bot, they're all dead to the thing.
I honestly, I assumed that the lads liked playing Lion because Finger is so much fun. But the number of times that they just don't use it...
Jumping in on Bonks here. Bonks uses
he
the
can be off. Doesn't ulti. Doesn't ulti. There we go.
Holy shit, what sort of damage coming from Bonks?
It's funny that, isn't it? Sven uses ult and BKB and fucking kills everything.
I've had enough with all the throws. Can someone just win this
fucking
game?
kill for him. Bonks, please remember, do this every time. Do this every time. And you can legit win these fights because they have 4 melee heroes. They're going to come at you.
So I think the fight recap is bugged because it's saying that Void did exactly 3,961 damage. Grimstroke did exactly 3,961 damage. Sven did exactly 3,961 damage, as did Tree. So something's off there.
Mine shows 20,000 on the spawn.
Mine says 16,000 total. And Sven, yeah, mine is the same, 3,961 for 4 heroes.
Right. Your guys are just broken then.
That would be remarkable if that was the case.
But yours says 20,000 for Sven.
20,867.
Wow.
But ours say 16,000 total, so something's very odd there. But
look at the
mine
graph.
says 33,000 total.
Look at the graph. The gold
Oh,
and
there's
XP
the buyback.
difference.
My God, they've all bought back. If they get nothing from this is super bad.
And they get nothing.
At least get zone. Get something, please, lads.
Do you know Bombington B just stood still to spend all of his buyback gold on a BKB?
Yeah.
Chrono, you fucking mad.
And he's dead.
Oh my God, what's he doing?
Is he like disconnecting or something? What's happening? This is fucking. Oh. Oh!
He does actually
And
get
they all
away.
got out anyway.
From it, but they're just chasing down full trades.
Inglorious is legitimately playing really well on his team. I will say that as well.
Zoe! Jack!
Oh my God,
They're gonna kill. Why are you not
my
being
God.
an ulti box for the love of fucking God?
Oh my God.
They killed Schmupster. Ulti was not used for that. He's dead for 2 minutes. They should just thrown this. Go team.
Can we give KBJ awards to multiple people?
No, because you'd have to give them to everyone on the end on both teams.
I know. Let's make it a -30.
Go end.
It is funny that we introduced the KBJ award last week, and we said this is going to be a rare event. Where this is going to be deployed.
Yeah, I am standing by that.
But this is second week in a row where it genuinely could be deserved from multiple people. Ironically, Bonk's not ulting to kill Timber means she has ulti to win the game here.
Why is Jack feeding?
Oh, the Shadow Blade! That was Omni as well.
That was Omni.
My God, that was Omni.
Don't leave! Do not leave! End the game!
They're TPing out. Tommy T's TPing out.
Are they actually fucking backing? Oh well.
They're backing.
Their throne is under assault. Even though they could have literally won the game. They're going for Wraith King here!
Can this game stop? Go. Oh my God, why is Wraith King not got a BKB? Why has he got this? He's got no attack speed and a basher.
Okay, I'm not sure why they didn't just end there. I feel like
That's a dieback on Wraith King.
they definitely should have just Sven ulted and ended.
I think
Am I wrong here?
Definitely at least LVPing Wraith King. At the very least.
I'm happy with an LVP on Wraith King. But there are more to come. Don't worry, chat, if you think he's just getting away with one LVP this game. You got there's plenty on board.
Why didn't they end? I'm not kidding. The game would have been over.
I don't.
Like they were so worried about losing their tier 3, but they take these with Sven ult and all the meteor hammer and everything. They definitely take this base. Timber's only just back.
This is on Zoe. Zoe should not be top right now. Like, you can understand Spirit Breaker.
They don't have the shrine either. Bommy B, get the shrine. And this is really... Yes. Yes!
Are they going to see this DD? Nope.
I mean, but they've wasted so much time. By the
60
time
seconds have
the
been
next
gone.
wave comes, it's going
Look,
to be...
Zoe's just dewarding in our
40
jungle.
seconds. Oh,
Zoe's
wow.
just dewarding. They have...
There's no urgency. They don't understand how close they are to winning. I don't get it. What are they waiting for? I don't get it. I don't get it. I really don't get it. DD's now gone.
Maybe they'll do Roche, I guess? That's something.
Radiant are scattered.
They do know they're in there.
Fine without Wraithing though. Wraithing is unironically one of the reasons they're,
You think that's
they're
going
kind
to
of...
stop Schmupster?
True.
Although he's walking off now.
I think they know they can't fight without Wraithing.
I don't understand. Schmupster, they know, given how much stuff they dump on him, is clearly their #1 target.
Mm-hmm.
You kill him, you end the game. You then kill Wraith King, and you take this time to ward the fucking top jungle for some reason. put some D wards down, and now you're just pushing in top. I don't get it. That was your best chance to win. He was dead for 124. Game over. He's the only really scary guy on their team. You've itemized specifically for this hero. Crazy. And Bunks hadn't had to use her ult. They managed to take a they won the fight. They had the whole racks down. She still had her ult. Or they give her the Aegis, so while she's dead, someone can point out to her, please use your BKB and ult after this.
Someone in chat just points out, which I think is hilarious, that was the first Roche at 50 minutes.
Oh my god, it was.
It was the first.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Okay, now what do Dire do? They're on the back foot a bit. Having Wraith King just dick around is probably actually the best way to do this. See if he'll bait even like any spells.
Not getting. I don't even can't get the words out of my mouth how bad everything is. The Wraith King no attack speed is just with the going abyssal.
Like he's now just a stun. He's a slow and a stun. They definitely had time for him also to be a carry. Like if he hadn't got this Ags, that could be an AC. He could have AC, BKB, Basher, and they would have 2 carries.
Yeah.
The other problem is that Dire have got is if they try to do this pokey high ground shit. Oh, Chrono's just jumped in.
What is he doing?
Well, he stuns off.
Well, that's Bonks is down. Meanwhile, on the back line here, they do get Nyx.
Nyx brought back. Bonks is still not ulted. Bonks is still not ulted. Bonks is still not ulted. There we go.
Oh my god, the illusion's chasing Hunter down. Run, Hunter.
Stun. Got him. No.
The illusion died.
There are multiple buybacks here. Bommy's diebacked.
Chrono, just stun her, mate. Chrono! She's taking the racks. That's Bonks down. Oh, could this maybe a Bonk charge?
Oh no, they're gonna kill Jack!
It's a dieback charge. It's a dieback charge. No, they don't. They don't have dust. Wait, do they?
They did, but it was so late.
So late, yeah. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, Bonks does at least have buyback, and they did get the melee racks.
Get the DD.
Although they shouldn't have got the melee racks because Chrono was just standing there looking like a what?
So at the end of all that, the only 2 people who've ended up dead are still the ones.
But you realise that if Bonks had ulted at the start of the fight, like not when they jumped her at the racks, but when there were 3 heroes right in front of her.
Yeah.
If she ults then, I guarantee she kills Hunter and probably at least one other hero.
One big thing, she BKB'd just before she died.
Yeah. Like, the panic BKB.
10th of a second before she died, she BKB'd.
It's not. Svenel isn't like a fucking RP or something. It's not. It's not an impressive ult. Just fucking push the button.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'd have pushed the button to hit the racks for God's sake.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if they had ulted, if she had ulted and just hit these buildings, they at least get the tier 4s. At least. I think they could probably win. They got Meteor Hammer on Inglorious as well. I mean, he hits fucking hard. He hits for 200. There's no reason that they don't kill there. I mean, Chrono is just... Look at all this utility, and the brain is still not switched on. That's the amazing thing to me. The lads will buy all the utility in the world, and then they forget to just cast their spells. The Ghost Scepter in the backpack.
Trying to go on Bomby B here. They're making moves.
The Ghost Scepter in the backpack from Zoe needs to change. You need to fucking put this in. You need it. Please don't just keep it in your backpack. Sell your magic wand. Put the wards out. Get the Ghost Scepter in. Please. Please.
Where is Bonks getting an MKB? Oh, they do have a butterfly. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but she's not warding now.
Yeah, for the entire time that she's supposed to be warding,
she's actually getting quite far.
Yeah, but Hunter's not really done much and dies to Sven.
Yeah, Joker's still a bad matchup.
The normally such would still kill Sven. Honestly.
Zoe,
To
please.
be fair, how Bonks is playing completely solo, there's a good chance that it would just be Jug v Sven.
They're on the hunt here. They're going to come for it.
Really...
They're not really doing anything. They've entered into that strange twilight period where nobody knows what to do because everyone's alive and they're both terrified.
It's the cigarette after sex, really, of the orgasmic team fight where everyone buys back.
I would disagree, Plague. That would imply something awesome had happened. It's a cigarette after being friend-zoned, is what it is.
Oh, this is a good catch.
Trouble for your boy.
They have more stuns. They have enough damage.
Yeah, they got him.
And Breaking's also in.
Oh, Bonks.
Oh, the Omni was really bad.
Bonks,
It doesn't matter, it just doesn't use BKB, doesn't have buyback.
She bought out. And they're still losing the team fight. That's fucking hilarious.
I mean, Jack and Inglorious and Zoe are doing so much work. And what beats so much damage. So much lockdown, like, Jesus.
Live, Jack, my love!
Oh!
No!
They won the fight though. Bobby B might have a rampage here.
Oh, it's Jack who gets the kill.
Jack got the kill.
How did they win that fight? That makes zero sense.
I mean, Hunter's Omni just is scuffed every fight. I haven't seen him land a good Omni yet.
So the damage there was the Grimstroke. It was the fucking Dark Portrait.
That's the XP. We got confused.
Oh,
that's stupid. We got called out very hard in chat. I tried to pretend it hadn't happened. But
all right, chat. You fucking try casting some fucking dotes, dickheads.
But it is.
Shut up.
Doing a lot of damage. Oh no, Bonks has a possessed mask in her neutral item slot.
Yeah, it's a tier 1! Oh.
We can't, this game's too close to intervene as well.
We cannot intervene. Inglorious, no! Have many ways to escape.
Crazy.
Inglorious, despite... Inglorious, as people point out, is the lad who only played versus bots, basically.
Oh yeah!
Despite that, he's still
he's dominating.
Consistently putting up really impressive.
He's 12, 8, and 32. He's got the most kills on his team and the most assists. That's incredible.
I can't believe Bonks bought out that MKB. That is wild.
I mean, if Bonks can't use BKB and ult, what's the point in the Satanic? Genuine question.
Why do you need a Satanic when you have possessed mask, Flax? Okay, answer that.
Oh, Inglorious and Zoe are top of the fantasy point charts.
Look at Hunter's fantasy points. That's how.
That's like 2 wards. You'd place 2 wards, you'd get that much. Hunter is 3, 7, and 18. Oh, this is a magical game. This is, if you want to know what the Inhouses are about, Game 3 is normally the time to tune in, genuinely.
We have over 1,000 viewers.
I see 969.
I see, well...
We've got to figure out who to raid.
Did we have a raid?
Well, we're going to raid afterwards.
I see.
We've got 100 Yogs viewers. They don't count.
They're all AFK who are watching the obs.
They're definitely not watching.
Maybe people are just here waiting for us to go on to, you know, whatever Big Smith is.
We'll raid some little unknown streamer. Weehaw. We'll raid Weehaw.
He's little unknown.
KNA is a good lad.
So, the game is settling down.
As soon as I mentioned the viewer count, 30 people left.
as
I go, yeah, I'm still here. Fuck.
Here?
Yeah, I'm still fucking here. Jesus.
Okay, so Roche respawned. It's only the second Roche at literally 60 minutes. But they are finally going to get 60-minute items, and Radiant look like they're kind of controlling the map a bit more.
I think Dire are unreasonably scared. They have the gold lead. They actually don't. They actually have the gold next lead, but they do not have the win advantage. That's only 2% in favor of Radiant. I think Dota has given up attempting to predict who's going to win this, and just says it could go either way. Raid pestily. He'd be very confused.
Gakeus is chilling around the back. He's been revealed now. Or they don't have a ward on him. But they are nearby. Certainly he's being surrounded by them.
I think Bonks, despite having buyback, was so her team was so traumatized by what she did last fight that they're not willing to trust that she'll have buyback going into the fight.
Right.
Any madness could happen. She could just decide to buy BOTs at any point. Jack is dead.
That is so.
He was farming that camp.
That's a dive.
He was trying to get 60-minute items like that.
He just literally doesn't have buyback. I don't know what he bought.
I think he's actually thrown. I think he's actually thrown.
Did he buy a BKB?
I think it was either. I think he finished the BKB. I think they have actually lost the game.
Now, Ted, we've said that quite a lot.
That's a Gleipnir on Inglorious, by the way.
This guy is insane.
This Nyx is setting up for a play.
Oh my god, he is as well. Around the back. They're all together. Oh, he gets Inglorious, but
right, let's track Bonks' ulti in this fight.
No one seems to care.
Didn't BKB. Did not BKB. Just went in.
Does have buyback though.
Must buy back. Must buy back.
There we go. Nyx is down.
What is Hunter doing?
Yes! Pretty pressed her fucking spells.
Doesn't matter though.
I mean, she's walking to the back of a creep, but. Oh no, Bonks.
Chrono with the turn. Can they get
Chrono's down. Good force up. Zoe is making fucking. These support players are making goddamn plays on that.
They are really trying their best. God bless them. Satanic Bonk's dead. GG.
Ah, fucking stat reduction. Glorious is dead.
That was insane.
Oh dear.
Oh, Hunter. Hunter could be dead.
Oh,
he gets a mini slash.
He's dead!
Zoe's out.
The Dark Portraits! No!
It's only really Schmupster. I mean, what's Bleak Giant gonna do here?
Oh no! BKB, Jack, you fool! They might have held.
They held. They used
everything.
4 buybacks, I think, for that, right?
But all they need is Bonks to use the BKB and the Satanic.
Bonks and Glorious and Zoe. Yeah.
Oh, the Wraith King Illusion's gonna get a lane of Rax almost. Oh, he almost got the range. Oh, they're still just in it.
Okay, Roche is available.
This needs to stop, Jack. If you feed again, your team are gonna lose.
He still has bloody BKB.
Wait, Hunter, Bleak Giant doesn't have buyback?
No.
He's a minute 45.
Okay, they need to get 60-minute items to get Roche. I mean, they got the Arcanist armor on Bombington B, which is pretty good. Jack, what is it? Jack, what is this?
Jack? Oh my god, he's just chatting it up.
Is this the greatest play of all time?
He's got Force Boots. Wait, I forgot about Tip 5 items.
This guy on Schmupster.
That's big. That's big.
Huge.
You do still need to charge it, but it only takes a second. But that is fucking terrifying.
Ex Machina, not amazing. Could be okay on
Wraith
King.
do the same thing as Blink, where if you're damaged, you can't do it.
No, but if it's interrupted, it's like that. I'm pretty sure. Like it takes 1 second to transform into it. It's like a channel, isn't it? So I don't think taking damage will interrupt that. I think.
So what items have they got on the other team? They've got an Ex Machina, an Apex, that's pretty handy. Arcanist armor, Force Boots on check is good.
Someone says it's like Blink. So is it cancelled by damage or not? Because I don't think it is. Meteor Hammer isn't, and it's basically a fancy Meteor Hammer. They're roshing.
They are actually doing it, which means they will give it to Bonks, I presume.
LTH9 just resubbed for 4 months.
James
Love you,
Bonks, I
Flax
presume.
20.
Apparently is okay. I love this. From Moo, it is cancelled by damage. Immediately after Ted Gel, Sky isn't cancelled.
Oh! The catch! They might get it here! They do get it! They get the Knicks! They might get them all!
No, you can't die here, buddy.
Big ult from Inglorious! They get him! They're gonna get him! They got Bleak Giant, he's coming back, they got the Knicks! Can they get Schmupster? I don't think they can. Can they kill Bleak Giant? Bonks has been ulted! But has the Aegis! Hunter's ult did nothing! Bonks has used ult! It's gonna kill Bleak!
I'm bewildered. I'm bewildered by what I'm saying.
He's charged!
Schmupster!
Do they have the lockdown?
They've got the
He's
side.
dead! He's dead for 2 minutes. He does have buyback. He does have buyback.
What did Wraith King buy out for to get rid of his buyback?
Bots.
Is it Boots of Travel?
He bought out for bots.
That might be a Kyle Award-worthy maneuver to top it off.
I think he might have bought out for bots. They should just end.
Okay,
don't give up!
Also, Kronos lost his buyback for buying the Staff of Wizardry from his act.
Oh my god. Box is running away.
Could not make it up.
They're on.
Oh my god, they're
oh my
going in
god.
on
Schmupster.
Schmupster. They can get him here.
He's stunned, he's silenced. They're gonna get him. He's super low. He's dead for 2 minutes. They've won. Jug gets the ult off, but it's only the micro slash. Kill the buildings. They've bloody done it.
They've only got a bloody one. These lads cast your spells. Oh my god.
Please, Bonks, hit the buildings.
We're gonna have a fucking long ass meeting on whatever this was.
Incredible.
I'm gonna take immense pleasure in paying out this bet. Oh my god.
Did nobody else bet on Dire? Was it literally just Jonas?
82 people who bet on Dire compared to 75 on Radiant.
But how much was wagered?
Radiant had 2.2 million to 1 million.
Okay, so you've all tripled your money. Not as value as we expected, but still pretty good. Where do we begin to unpack this? I think an honourable has to go to Schmupster for his early game performance.
I think Schmupster does deserve an honourable. Even how the rest of the game went, he was still the major threat in every team fight.
So who's MVP? It's either it's got to be Inglorious, I think, who did brilliantly.
There are three contenders. I think Bommy B, Zoe, and Inglorious could all take MVP. I think on balance, Inglorious was the absolute fucking hero.
Did really well.
But whichever one we give MVP to, the other two should get on.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do we want to give honourable to Bommy B when we were flaming his build for such a long time?
I mean, he had a good game. Yeah,
he did a lot of fucking work.
Okay.
I mean,
So you're happy?
In that final fight, not the final fight, the fight where Box just walked in and died without buyback, it was Bommy B who turned it around.
Yeah, agreed. So, MVP Inglorious, honourable for Zoe and Bommy B, honourable for Schmupster. Now, who's going to be LVP for the LVPs? It's got to be Hunter, surely.
I mean,
but then there's also Bleak Giant and Chrono for not having buyback because they decided to buy fucking bots and part of an Ags.
I think consistently the worst performance in that was Hunter, right?
Yeah. 4 and 10.
Bleak Giant is going to get some kind of fucking dishonor.
Give it both of them, fuck it.
I would not be opposed to both of them because Bleak Giant does this shit every week. He comes in, builds a shit build because he thinks he's cool, and loses. At least Hunter is earnestly
and,
trying.
and, you know, maybe before it was a diss-on, but
Dawsy
buying out
underscore
for
just
bots
resubbed for 11
to
months.
get
Yeah,
rid of
that's
his buyback
really,
has
really
sealed the deal for
fucking
me.
agreed. So, in summary, MVP Inglorious, Honourable
Yes.
Zoe and Bommy B,
Yeah.
And
LVP and Schmupster, sorry. And then we're saying LVP Hunter, Dishonourable for Bleak Giant.
No, both LVP.
LVP for both.
LVP for Bleak and Hunter. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. I think
we cannot
it's a
distinguish
special
between the two.
game, requires special consequences.
Very, very fair. All right, lads. Another week is finally wrapped up at 11:30. When I thought it was going to be a nice, quick 3 and out, but no.
Yeah.
That last one was an hour-long game. So thank you for sticking with us for that one. Next week we're going to have to do the awards, which I always love. So I don't know if we might want to start a little earlier, or if we could set up. I think it might just go late. Next week.
Alrighty.
But we'll see. Anyway, lads, I'll see you boys tomorrow. Cheers.
Jeez.
Thank you to Eri for setting all these up as usual. Brilliant, brilliant work. And thank you to all of you who played. Thank you to everyone for watching. It was a ton of fun. I had an absolute fucking blast. Now, let's figure out who to raid. Let's have a look here. If we look at... Let's look. I'm going to raid someone on the Dota 2 channel, because obviously that's what we're going to watch. Let's have a look. What do we got here? We've got... none of these guys in the top here. Let's see. Keep going. Angry Testy. Euphoria 37. Blop P Dota. Bambo Hitter. October Dota. Painy. Foolish. Yes Master X. Aki Dotes. A Lamau. Look at the size of the webcam. Because I don't know if any of these people are going to be horrible people. Look at this one. Let's have a look at his stream. There's going to be ads for sure.
Alright. You want me to bite Abaddon first, or you want me to bite you first?
Abaddon. Me. Bite me.
Okay, I'm coming.
He's eating. Unacceptable. Oh, my boy Doubters. Let's raid Doubters. Doubters is a good lad. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow.